Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, Josh. Love that you're first one in the chat. We are getting to book club, and gotta change the name. It's book club. We're not reading Christine's book. It's book club, because I did a little tip tap typing away on ChatGPT, and they're like, "Bitch, you can get sued if you just read this book straight." Just straight as it is. So we are just doing book club and doing our commentary on Christine's book. We read until, let's see, chapter 6 yesterday. We're going to be starting with chapter 7. Again, book club, discussing Christine Brown's new book. Again, I still think that it's wrong that it's Christine Brown Woolley. I feel like it should just be Christine Brown or Woolley Brown. It should be one or the other. But anyways, you guys, I did today record for the podcast. I did, what was it? God, it talked forever. For Plathville, this latest episode, some Plathville news and drama, like Tegan, the number one fan, and the alleged abuser, Ethan, broke up, allegedly, I think. So that was on there. What else? Oh, the trailer for Plathville is out, the mid-season, which I'm excited. I mean, my tides are turning against Veronica. Anyways, what do you guys think of Plathville? Are we still into that? Yes or no? What do we think of Veronica? Ronnie? Whatever the fuck. Anyways, what else? Oh, and you guys, I put book club over on Patreon, so head on over there if you want to listen to more of this. I don't know, just like the first 2 chapters. I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna get sued by Christine, and I'm sorry for the squeaking. We got Nala in the background. She's gonna figure it out. It'll be gone. Just give me a second. We take it away from her. Come here. We can't be squeaking, baby. We cannot squeak. So these are like, my dog is obsessed with these toys specifically. I swear, like, I don't know what they have on them, but she's obsessed with it. Hello, everyone joining. We're going to wait for more people to get in the chat before we start book club of Christine Brown's latest book. Okay. Yeah, this cover, it's not that good in a nice way. I'm not sure about Micah being physical. I know he cheated on her, allegedly gave her an STD, and also, she never said anything about physical. She did like emotional, like whatever they said on the show, like he did some fucked up shit to her. But I don't know. I was like totally riding hard for Veronica, because like I just believe women, like when they say like men are bad, right? Like let's just believe the woman, right? But she's like, and they're like, I'm not saying she's be a perfect victim, because there's no perfect victim. We're all imperfect as people. So like, I'm not that person to be like, she can't make any mistakes, but like, she's pretty fucking mean. Like, and I don't like her getting Amber involved. Like Amber being involved was like just not for me. Like bringing a kid into it was kind of crazy. I did ask her if I could interview her on my podcast, and she said yes, until like she has to wait till all of her shit's over. But maybe now that I've had some other thoughts, she might not want me to interview her. That'd be like my actual first interview ever too. I just talked to myself. So anyways, you guys, we have like 200 people in the chat. Well, not almost, 158. Remember to like, follow along, and all that bullshit that we're supposed to do in lives. Oh my god, did I just lose my page? Oh no. Okay, perfect. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for joining us. And also, I guess I should pimp this out too while we're here. I have a subscription here on TikTok. I haven't used it yet, okay? So it's $5 or $3. $5. I don't know. I have to redo it. But it's going to be like more lives, I guess, if you guys would be into that. I don't know. Let me know. I'm so bad at this. Like, I'm so bad at trying to be like an influencer. It's crazy. Not that I want to be an influencer. I mean, just like talking about like shit like this, because my life is not that exciting. I love the brown accent. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Okay, shall we? We got 276 in the chat. This is fucking crazy. Let's dive right in. Again, for everyone that's joining, this is book club. We are discussing the book, reading short excerpts, okay, because we don't want to go against any copyright. Shout out to the girl who told me last night, babe, you got to be careful of the copyrights, okay? So just we'll have discussion. We'll read a little bit, make fun of it, and then discuss. Okay. Oh, before we discuss, I need to talk about the cameo that Cody, I just saw of Cody. Someone like tagged me in it on TikTok. And Cody talks about his 11-day honeymoon. Okay. With Robin. Be like, it was just so sweet. It was a land of discovery. Robin was like, I'm so thirsty. Or not thirsty. Well, she was. But like, she's like, what was it? It was like something along the lines of like, I'm hungry. You basically starved me from your peen this whole time. And they had 11 days to get to know each other. And God, what I had it written down. I need to figure it out. I need to figure out what it was, because it was insane. And then on the hills of yesterday, and how his honeymoon was with Christine, like that's crazy. That's crazy. And that's why I think we can like just totally see like why Christine was so pissed off in the beginning. Okay, let's see, where is that? I put in a text message to one of my customers. I wouldn't fucking send it. That'd be real awkward. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit late today, you guys. I had to go back to work after recording all this shit. Okay. The new land of discovery, and he was starving her to death. Yeah, I don't know when the cameo was done, but someone just tagged me. The TikTok was like 3 days old, and they also said on their 11-day honeymoon, they got $500 from TLC, 2 tickets to Disney. Mary would hate that. And then, and Janelle, isn't Janelle a Disney girl too? Or no, Christine. Christine's a Disney one too. And their whole hotel paid for, but like their hotel was so busted. I remember I just watched that, covered it over on my Patreon. I'm like it was supposed to be like the nice hotel, and like Robbie just boop, 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 like, ooh. And it's like, oh, like we're just, they're like all handsy and touching each other. I'm like, oh my God, like, ugh, it's disgusting. And then the other women had to watch that. Like, imagine that. Okay, shall we get into our book club? Our book talk, whatever, hashtag book talk, whatever the fuck. Okay. Also, okay, so chapter 7, page 44. She was hurt, I was hurt. Janelle gave birth to Logan. The Browns family's already fucking up, you guys. This is why, I'm sorry. The Brown family's first baby. 2 months after Cody and I got married in 1994, at the time, I thought Cody and I didn't have a honeymoon phase because Janelle's baby came so quickly after our wedding. So then let's not court Robin. Like, why are we courting Robin then? Like, when you're about to give birth to Truly. Like, would you be like, hey, Robin, actually, you probably shouldn't come in yet because I just, like, had a baby and, like, whatever. No, it doesn't matter because it's not Christine, it's Robin. Robin's, like, his sacred cow and perfect for him. Okay. And also, I, like, see Cody as that person that's, like, he's just that guy that's like, he always needs something new. And like, that's why like they moved, I think, well, besides for Dan, to Flagstaff, because he just needs that new, like he always needs a high of getting something new or like buying something new and like having like newness in his life, always moving. None of the wives really had a choice. Yeah, no, they didn't have a choice at all. They had zero choice in what he did. Like in this book, we already see like Robin, Christine and him were already talking before. To cover copyright, it only has to be talking every 3 minutes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm still gotta look into that, but I'm still nervous. Christine talked to him on the phone, was like, that's inappropriate to me. And then Janelle was fucking his sister-in-law. Like, the fuck? Okay. Anyways, let's just get into it. I loved being there for Logan's birth and supporting Janelle afterward. There's nothing better than the smell and the tiny feet and burbles of a new baby. Oh, that doesn't sound good. The kids, that's where I found true love. Every one of them. I had Aspen within the first year of our marriage, and her birth brought me a gift I could never have imagined. The ability to forgive. When I was pregnant with Aspen, I was chill. I was newly married, and I was excited about being pregnant. But I was also oddly reasonable. Not exactly like myself, and very much like Aspen is today. With Aspen, I even lost 30 pounds, but she was growing well, and it was never a concern because I had been heavy when I got pregnant. Sad. Fuck. I was going to go over 2 last chapters, but we'll just dive in. And if anyone has any questions, throw them in the chat. We'll answer them as they come up. It would take me years to realize I took on my children's personalities when I was pregnant with them. After I got pregnant, Cody went ring shopping because he wanted to make sure I had his ring before my first prenatal appointment with Aspen. He'd given me... Why didn't he do this before? Why is he waiting to get her engagement ring? Until or is it engagement or your, I guess his wedding ring? That makes sense. But when did you get on your wedding? Like you had one job. You literally had one job. Oh fuck. My sweatshirt is from New Buffalo, Michigan. Store up there called Sweetwater. Okay. Let's dive in. Back to it. Because she had a culotta ring. But no gold band on her. So she got a culotta ring, no gold band on the wedding. I was a bit bummed that I didn't get to pick out the new ring with him. Okay, totally Cody. Not pouty, but I like the story of having a good day and choosing something special together. Piece of the story. He picked out a beautiful ring with a diamond in it, and I was thrilled. And I thought that it was sweet that he made sure I had it before that appointment. Cody just wanted to show off. It's not because I want to make sure my wife has it. No, and not because you, I don't know, think that it's not right that she doesn't have a ring. It's because you wanted to show off your little dinky little fucking diamond to this OBGYN Dr. Bean, probably. Anyways, and I was thrilled. He picked up for his diamond. I was thrilled. He wanted everyone to know I was married. Didn't care before. I plan to have Aspen in my grandma's house in Utah. In our culture, women have babies at home with a midwife, so we don't have to deal with the weird questions at the hospital like, weren't you just here a couple months ago with your other wife? Polygamists have always feared putting the father's name down on the birth certificate because it could serve as proof of bigamy in a lawsuit. But Cody would sign his name on each and every one of our kids' birth certificates. It was important to him to be the dad. Okay, pause. Didn't we say he wasn't on all the birth certificates, or am I making that up? Can someone let me know? I didn't think he was on all the kids' birth certificates, because isn't that the whole bit of them being oh my god, he can't be on our birth certificates, but I guess he is. So, yeah, that's what I thought. He wasn't. Why were they lying then, or is she lying now? I don't understand. I don't understand this at all. He's not even on all, even had to do a DNA test for Truly. Maybe he had to do it but I also think maybe he had to do a DNA test for Truly just because it's just proving additionally that was his child, even though we know it's his. Oh my god. Okay, let's go back. Yeah. Maybe he's on hers, but not everyone else's. Yeah, I don't know. This is just really fucking weird and just kind of contradictory to what we've known. And also, that's what they've been telling us since day one. Since day one. We should all have been together from day one. It's destiny. Seems like destiny. Oh, also, he probably would have gotten... So, oh my god, also, so I just said something about Robin. He had to have been then... So, hold on, another question. When you adopt kids, do you then go on their birth certificate? Is that the thing? So then he is on Dana or Brianna's? Not crazy. I don't know. Let me know if that's not true. I don't know if that's true. I'm not around. Okay, yes, that's true. Okay, T. All right, let's get back into it. Sure. Okay, so she planned on having Aspen in Utah in her grandma's house. Okay, because Cody traveled so often for his job, I often handled my prenatal appointments on my own, of course. Independence was hardwired into us because Cody couldn't. Even if he had worked 9 to 5 in town, attend to all 3 of us at once. So every month, I would drive down from Wyoming to Utah for a prenatal appointment. As I headed back to Wyoming by myself one day, baby bumping against the steering wheel, I realized I needed tire chains to go up the mountain pass. I still don't know how to put on tire chains, but I definitely wasn't going to learn in the snow with a baby basketball. I walked into the gas station and asked if someone could help me. You'll be fine, they told me. Just get behind a diesel. You know what they say about chivalry. It's dead. I drove behind a diesel through a blizzard that in the terrifying South Pass. Scared out of my head, but I made it. When it was time, Cody joined me in Utah at my grandma's house. This is just so on par with Cody. Like, just like not showing up. Like, and I feel like if you were the other one, be like, hey, you should probably go with Robin on the break. You should probably go with and be with Christine since like it's her appointment. It's in like Utah. It's shitty out. Like, wouldn't you think you should do that? I don't know. It's crazy. Our usual midwife couldn't make it because her sister was in labor. So she sent her assistant. It was my first baby and Cody's first home birth. As it turned out, it was our first midwife's home birth too. Oh my God, it's so scary. My grandma had assisted with a few births, but my mom had helped with dozens of births. I didn't want my mom there. Oh, because I guess they're still fighting. She had made my wedding dress, but she wasn't allowed to come to the ceremony because she wasn't a church member. We were okay together, but uncomfortable. I still felt angry, and I didn't see her as part of my community because she left the church and my dad. But the birth didn't go well. Ooh, I don't think we knew this. And yeah, how sad is that for Grandma Annie to be like screaming, I'm not the bad guy, and Christine being like doubling down, be like, I'm so fucking religious, like, get the fuck out of here, mom, like, da-da-da, I'm like crazy. Anyways. Nala. Stop, Nala. Sorry, my dog is biting her. One second. Stop it. Okay. Oh, full body shot, guys. Don't call me fat, I'm coming for you. Don't call me fat. If you call me fat, I'll be really upset. Okay, so let's get back to it. She didn't want her mom there. Okay. I still felt so angry and I didn't see her as part of my community because she left the church and my dad. Very didn't go well. Your hips just aren't lining up, the midwife said. How would the midwife know? How would the midwife know that your hips weren't lining up? This is her first home birth. Fuck. I guess she had a cyst on some, but like, girl, be so fucking for real. But my hips wouldn't cooperate, which hurt, and it could have made it harder for me to have the baby. Cody was incredible. There's no one I'd rather have in the room with me when I'm giving birth. As I walked around trying to get my hips straight, is this like a thing for pregnant people? Like, are your hips just out of, like, I don't know. No, I know they have a lot of knowledge, but she just said this is the midwife's first home birth. Okay, so your hips can be out of alignment. That's scary. It's fucking, I don't know. Being pregnant, my God, sounds terrifying. Okay. Well, let's go. Okay, so she's walking around, I would stop when I felt a contraction, put my arms around Cody's neck and drop. He would move my hips and just swaying from side to side to help my hips spread. I knew my grandma was making calls, but I didn't know to whom. She was calling my mom. I don't know what to do for her. Can you help? As I struggled through Aspen's birth for 11 hours. Wouldn't you? Okay. This is like, maybe I'm just like crazy like this, but wouldn't you want to just go to the hospital if you're 11 hours in? Like Madison, when she had her baby, like, wouldn't she be like, oh God, like, let's go. Oh, it's normal? Okay. Labor nurse, yes, go to the hospital. Okay, everyone, yes, yeah, everyone says go to the fucking hospital. Oh, 11's nothing. 26. Girl, 26 hours? Oh my God, that sounds miserable. Like, I want to have a baby one day, but like, my God, that's terrifying. Okay. She struggled through Aspen's birth for 11 hours. My mom told my grandma how to help and ease my pain and realign my hips. I can't imagine what that was like for her. She quietly assisted, knowing that I couldn't be close with her yet. Knowing that I didn't want her there for the birth of her grandchild. After the baby was born, I called my mom. She showed up the next day. When I saw her, I realized how much I needed her. That day, my heart could have broken from need, as I'm sure it did hers the day before. As soon as she arrived, I relaxed. She took Aspen and I slept. You don't sleep until someone you trust holds that baby. Okay, there's a clip in Sister Wives where when Christina's giving birth to Truly and Cody's out there making out with Robin, he's like, I gotta go, she's about to have that baby. talking to Truly, so it just like brings me back. You don't until you have that baby. So also, is she saying that she doesn't trust Cody with the baby? Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe that. We got lots of people in the chat talking about pregnancy and, oh my God, labor, 40 hours of labor. Like, what do you do? Like, that just sounds horrible. Okay, so for anyone asking how far we are in the book, chapter 8. And yeah, Cody probably wasn't around. He's like so good for the birth. He's like, all right, let's get this fucking baby out. And then like, he's like, I gotta show off in front of everyone. Let me just show everyone how good of a dad I'm gonna be. And then just goes bye-bye. Even though it's the first night with Aspen. He's like, I gotta go back to Mary. I'm like, I would think Mary might be the ideal wife at that time, even though she fought with him a lot. There's no kids, so like any crying babies, he's like, I gotta go be with Mary, guys, sorry. But I guess at that point, they were all living in that trailer together, so. Okay, let's move on. You get a hard copy of this at Barnes & Noble. Okay, get this fucking person out of the chat saying, I'm paying $5,000 to the first 5 people. Don't follow for that. Don't follow for that. I've been talking so much. I just recorded 2 episodes of the podcast. Now we're doing this. And then I'm going to do another one. If you guys obviously like Sister Wives, over my Patreon, I do rewatches. And we are doing the Fleeing Lehigh episode today. So I'm so excited. It's where they get like 8,000 flat tires. He's like, holy hell, likes being a family. And then Peyton just like sitting there just like, what? Starts crying immediately. One of the best episodes of all time. Like, I mean, it is the best episode. When someone's like, oh, should I watch this? I'm like, yeah, put this episode on. Put this episode on. You'll like laugh your ass off. I tried showing it to my boyfriend and they fell asleep. So he didn't think it was funny. Funny enough. I did not just start, well, we're on chapter 8. Missed, I think, 2 chapters maybe? Yeah, 2 chapters. Okay, chapter 8. My most magical moments. When we got married, we moved around a lot. It seemed like every few years, Cody would need to look for something new. Typical Cody. Again, like I said, he wants something new always. He likes that high of having the newness and people look at him and whatever. Oh my God, Kenzie, your mom. I love that you and your mom both watch me. That's so fucking cool. That's so awesome. I love that. I wish I had my mom. Anyways, guys, remember to keep liking the live, following along, and all that good stuff. Okay. Oh my God, your husband actually liked it. I love that for you, Chloe. I'm gonna maybe try to get my boyfriend back into it in the COVID seasons. It's like, it's a knife to the kidney. But like, he just doesn't watch TV. Like, he's just one of those people that doesn't watch TV. I watch so much fucking TV. Like, I'm obviously like, whatever. Anyways, let's get back into it. So, Cody moves a lot. We know that. He likes the new stuff. Okay, so we lived poor for so long and he wanted to support the family. That first year, Janelle had Logan and I had Aspen. The trailer in Wyoming couldn't accommodate all of us. So about a year later, we first moved to West Jordan, Utah. Then a year later, nearby to Sandy. And then a year later, we moved to another house in Sandy. In the meantime, Mary had Leon. Just like give me the chills. I love that she fucking, I love that they're not dead naming Leon. Janelle had Madison, I had McKelty, Janelle had Hunter, and then Garrison. So we had 4 adults and 7 kids to care for and feed. So many babies too. It seemed as if someone was pregnant at all times. Why, if you are so poor, are you having so many children? Why? I don't understand. I get it's your religion to fuck a lot and have a bunch of fucking kids, but why do that? I don't understand. So now we're gonna get into McKelty. Oh my God, speaking of McKelty, anyone over on her and Tony's Instagram? Yeah, he definitely has a breeding. Anyone see Tony and McKelty on Instagram and Tony's running? Their fucking reels are so bad. They have to be rage baiting me. Yeah, my 9-to-5 job I do okay at, and I'm like, I can't even barely support myself, and I live in an apartment. I don't even have a fucking house. I'm like, how do people do it? And are people just like, I feel like they're all accidents in a nice way. I also dislike Tony McKelty. They just like, I don't know what it is. His nipples were bleeding over on Instagram. Did you guys see that? He's like, oh, forgot to cover them up. I'm like, what? Why? Okay. Oh, more public assistance. Okay, makes sense, I guess, but I don't know, I don't know. Anyways, let's just skip right on over that. Okay, when I was pregnant with Mackelty, I felt decisive and beautiful. The most beautiful I've ever been in my life. I argue Isabel is the most beautiful brown child from Christine. And we'll just leave it at that. And like, oh, you love Tony and Mackelty. They are quirky. They are very quirky people. But I don't know. There's just something about Tony that he's just annoying. Like, he's just so smug. And he's just like, now that he's all into the running, I'm like, what are you trying to get on Special Forces next too? I'm like, I feel like Christine. Mackelty is trying to be on Dancing with the Stars. And just, okay, Michelle, you know what? This is book club. Okay, this is book club. We are discussing, we're talking all things Sister Wives. We're not getting in trouble here. Okay, so get out of here on that. Oh my God. Oh, you guys, pray for me. Tomorrow, I have a sea trial. I sell boats for a living, and I have a sea trial on a boat, and I really need to sell it, so a little prayer. Okay, anyways. Oh, Mackelty on Dancing with the Stars. Be like, oh, I love it here. Oh, that's me. I do the ballroom. What is it? The La Trotte. Oh, that's me. I can prance for you too. Like, just be like, so annoying. It's like, okay. We need to save copywriter. I don't know what that means, but yeah, sure. Okay. Anyways. Mackelty, the most beautiful she's ever been. Okay, I'll answer this question because this is my like real job. So I sell Regal bow riders to yachts, Bennington pontoons, Crestliner fishing boats, and Skeeter bass and fiberglass boats. But my best ones I do are the Regal and Benningtons. So that's it. She would throw a fit because someone corrected her on her dance move. Yeah, she'd be like, well, oh my God, could you guys see Mackelty as a dance mom? I could. And she'd be like, let me show you how it's done. Okay, anyways, so beautiful. And when it was time to call the midwife, a man who usually worked with his hold on, let's restart this because I'm already fucking this up. When it was time, we called the midwife, a man who usually worked with his first wife, but she couldn't make it. So he brought another wife I'd never worked with. Okay, so it's a plural person. I didn't know her though. I did know her through our church. Do you know what you're doing? I asked when she arrived. Yeah, I've been delivering babies far longer than my sister wife. Why didn't you have her doing it? Okay. I'm interpreting. She feels blue. Yeah. Okay. She brought her Bible, and during contractions, she read verses. It's probably why Mackelty is so dramatic. Like, that just makes sense. Once again, Cody was fantastic. He got right in my face and stared at me the whole time. He took every breath with me as I was completely present. I'm gonna need you to back up. Back up, Cody. I'm hot. I'm in pain. You don't need to, what are you looking at? Like, are you gonna call me fat? Like, get out of my face, Cody. I would be so irritated if Cody was, imagine Cody Brown just like this close to your face, breathing. Bye. The fuck? Oh my God. And then you have the lady in the back just doing Bible verses. I'd be like, this is end times. Like, Christine talked about end times earlier. I'm like, this is it. The world's fucking ending. And then you birth Mackelty. Oh God. This is funny. Okay. Oh, this is my fastest labor, which describes Mackelty to a T. If she's gonna do something, she just does it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, like just moving to North Carolina, like out of no fucking nowhere. Like, I don't know, we're just doing it. Okay, bye. Mary and Janelle, in their own bedroom, slept through it. My labor lasted only 4 hours. It like explains why Janelle was like, I'm not, if Robin has that baby in the middle of the night, I'm not coming. Cody and I both fell asleep, so no one in the house knew that I had given birth. Oh, she was so beautiful. Mackelty was the prettiest newborn. We constantly needed more space, and each move involved babies and pregnancies and 3 households, along with an abundance of food. In addition to canning and freezing, we bought everything in bulk because there were so many of us. But Mormons were preppers before prepping was a thing. During the Cold War, we were taught, all of us, not just polygamists, to store food in case of nuclear war. Now it's so we can be self-reliant and help others in need. Okay, you can even buy bulk items like canned flour, oxen drawers, and packets. Okay, don't care. Next. But while the moves caused chaos, we had also come to rely on each other for childcare, cooking, and financial stability. Cody and I also started to even out, and I believe we were building a deeper relationship that would continue to grow. About 4 years into our marriage, Cody and I had a moment that made me believe I could be with him for eternity. So it took you 4 years. It took you 4 years to be like, my husband, yeah, this is gonna work for eternity. Didn't you say that when you sealed the deal in the fucking temple? What? Anyway, you guys, anyways. Oh, okay, so Cody had that religious thing. Okay. Anyways, whatever. Cody sold educational and entertainment DVDs. Okay, another job Cody had for 3 minutes. And other products about the Book of Mormon, the Bible, and religious history. But it's just Mormon history, though. We had them for our kids, too. Cody won a competition, and he got to go to the LDS historical site in Nauvoo, Illinois, to sell the DVDs, Cody. That's when they went on the camping trip, the RV. Oh, my God. Love it. That's when like all the kids were just like sitting in the grass. They're just like, fuck, what are we doing here? And they wouldn't let the polygamist. Anyways, I'm not gonna read the mean comments because you guys are annoying too. Like this, we are talking shit because this is book club, okay? Deal with it or go bye-bye. Anyways, in 1830, we're going back to Joseph Smith. We're going back to Joseph Smith. What? You guys, why? Okay, let's go. So he was selling DVDs in Nauvoo, which would likely be a windfall for our family. He chose me to go with. Great. So he chose Christine to head on to Nauvoo with him. In 1830, Joseph Smith, our original prophet, founded the LDS Church in New York State. Okay, we're gonna just kind of skip a couple of sentences because we know what happens here. So after fleeing Missouri, the Mormons had landed in Illinois, which is where I am, and I've never heard of Nauvoo. People didn't much like the Mormons in Nauvoo either. A mob killed Smith. We know this. We already talked about this in this book. The anger is because we're shading Cody, we're shading Christine, we're shading the whole Brown family. This is the whole bit that we do here. Because we're funny and snarky. So that's it. So if you don't like it, again, bye. Anyways. If you go, okay, Nauvoo is a ghost town. Yeah, she's like trying to convert us all to LDS. I'm like, oh my God, what? And not in a mean way to all my Mormons out there, but I don't get it. Oh, do the Robin voice, Cody. Okay, hello, Vanessa. Oh, Cody. Okay. We'll just get back into it. People didn't much like the Mormons in Nauvoo either, Cody, and a mob killed Joseph. Okay, we already read that. Okay. The Smith family cemetery is the site where Smith and his brother were killed, the original temple site in the Joseph Smith mansion house. Okay, great. Cody and I got to spend 2 weeks together with Aspen, who was 3, McKelty, who was 2. It's probably Cody's dream, my God. We stayed in a tiny hotel room, and it was so much fun. I spent the whole time finding things for McKelty to do because she was curious about everything. Cutest and busiest little kid. Aspen was a little calmer as a toddler. I feel like that just goes with Aspen in general. Smith never died. Oh, okay. On our last day in Nauvoo, Cody introduced me to his coworker as his wife. Has he met Mary, I asked. He hadn't. Mary had gone to Cody's work parties back at home, but the Nauvoo guys hadn't met her. I remember thinking it was so cool that he introduced me to them as his wife. It didn't happen often. Cody later told me he looked at me as we drove home from that trip and realized he was in love with me. 4 years. It took him 4 years, 2 kids, to be like, what was it, 5 moves, 6 moves? Christine, guess what? I'm in love with you. So, yeah, I'm in love with you now. I would be like, okay, bye. And this is and she just said a page earlier, this is where I knew I thought I could be with him for eternity. 4 years in. And I remember Janelle being even on the series. She's like, yeah, maybe like it took us like 5-6 years to like, kind of hit our stride. Ladies, the bar is in hell. Let's raise it up a bit. I mean, like, my God, I know aren't the men of this church supposed to be like super macho and nice? Isn't that what you just told us, Christine, that all the men were good? And this is what you settled for? 4 years in, 2 babies? God. And after a trip to Nauvoo? Yeah, Michael Scott, 1992, you do need help. Let's ask a question. Why do men have the audacity? Anyways. Okay, so he was in love with her. That was hard to hear. I had fallen in Cody long before, and now we are okay, so she agrees with us. Now we are 4 years into our marriage. I thought maybe that's just how love works. Maybe love is slow. Maybe you fall in love over your shared story, over your experiences. I remember telling my brother I thought Titanic, the movie, was dumb, because that's not how love happens. There's no such thing as instant love or love at first sight. No one falls in love like that. Romantic, huh? Hold on, you guys. I'm getting my other prop out. In this book, okay, we have both. In this book, we have Christine be like, Cody was my soulmate. I fell in love with him at first sight. Are you like, so can we just say that though in this book? Be like, yeah, I lied in the first book. I was trying to appease everybody, because we're getting confused here. Thank you so much, Jocelyn. Anyways, let's go back. I'm sure the little girl with the yellow towel would have rebelled against the notion that true, deep soulmate love didn't exist. How could I have my fairy tale without it? But I believe Cody and I had something rich and emotional because we had been friends first and had developed and worked to develop our love. That was my experience, my only experience with love. I told my kids that's how it works. Build a strong friendship and love will come over time. In the meantime, Cody talks to the kids about the need for a contract. Like love is a business agreement you enter rather than a romantic loving partnership. So how do we feel about that, you guys? I will say, I feel like because I feel like your first like thing of like love at first sight is like lust, right? But I do feel like you do develop love more when you have a friendship and you know each other more, like you know the real person. So like, yeah, but Cody being like, it's a contract. We remember that with Mary McKelty's like thing, where it's like, oh, this is a contract, this is like a business deal. Like, what? I don't know. I think it's pretty fucked up. Okay, Michael Scott, I feel like, is trolling us in the chat. I love the name, by the way, but yeah. But also, didn't he have that romantic love with Robin? Previous chapters are going to be over on my Patreon. I'm a little scared to release them on the main feed. So that's where they're going to be, just because I'm scared of copyright and like this is live. So hopefully nothing's going to happen. But anyways, okay. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay, so I understood that fairy tales were for monogamists, but they didn't have that special relationship with God that we did. And Cody and I had great dates. We went on trips together, we sang together in the car, we loved Phantom of the Opera. And I, of course, sang the Christine parts. Of course she did. And like they sang this on their honeymoon. I remember them in the first book. We even got into a rhythm with sex. Oh my God. And there were a few years where it was kind of good. Only a few years. She only had a few years of kind of good. Oh my God. This is crazy. Gizmo, people, this is book club. You know why you're here, okay? Anyways. Okay, you guys, here we go. Ready? About 2 years into our marriage, I had my first big O 2 whole years. So that's probably when she's like, I love this man. I am in love with this man. And then like took him another 2 years to be like, I'm good. Oh, you guys. My dog has to go outside. I don't know what to do. Okay. Anyways, we'll just talk about that big O. Okay. It was entirely, oh, that's what, okay, so she said, I had my first big O. Oh, that's what everyone's been so excited about. It was entirely accidental, but still. Knowing Cody loved me helped me feel like I had a solid role in the family. As crazy as it sounds, considering how difficult it had been for the four of us to get along, as our limited financial situation, we are open to the idea of Cody bringing in a fourth wife in those early years. We were all close in age with children who were close in age, so it made sense to add a fourth wife while we were young. I'm sure we were thinking she could also get a job and we'd make it work. And we'd probably figured she couldn't change the family dynamic to something more positive yet again. Just wait till this next line, you guys. A young woman may be 19. So take the dog out. Okay, perfect. Thanks, guys. So should I end the live and come back? What do you guys want me to do? I know I just like I have to go in the elevator. And she's fine. Don't end the live. Okay. Don't end the live. Take us. Great. Okay. Well, you know what? Great idea. We'll go. If I disconnect, I'll come right back. Okay. So anyways, this is what we're all gonna do together. It's like put my air house. Okay, let's go potty, Nala. Okay. I live in an apartment. Great angle. Great angle, babe. Yeah, this little field trip. Sorry to all 777 of you joining me. And people are gonna think I'm fucking insane. Like, oh, what are you doing, Brie? I'm like, oh, just TikTok live. Nala's your cat's name. So cute. I'm gonna have to exit. Let me grab my little card. Um, when I got my dog, I was like kind of embarrassed that I named her Nala because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like maybe like Christine, like a Disney adult. But she's kind of like, I don't know, whatever. She's such a Nala. I was gonna name her Phoebe too, and I'm so happy I didn't because I'm like that would get annoying to be like Phoebe. Okay, let me see if I can take off the effect. I don't know. Again, you guys, entering the elevator. I'm not good at TikTok, so okay, go. You're so amazing. This is like, oh my god, no, come on, come on. Okay. I'll show you, like, my dog will do this thing too. I'll show you guys when we go back upstairs, but I don't know if it's like a Frenchie thing or what, but she'll she'll like run down the hallway and like drop her shoulder and just like fly and like just scoot all the way. Oh, we're back. Okay. Amazing. It's my town does does like car shows and it was my last one last night and it's the most come on over here, baby. Come on. And they're so fucking annoying because they take up my entire apartment parking lot. Come on. Come on, she's being annoying. Come on, let's go over here. Okay, we'll go where you want to go. Frenchies are so fucking stubborn. It's insane. Hello. Okay. Okay. But isn't that kind of crazy that Christine, it took her 2 years to for the first time? That's fucking wild. I can't believe that because it's Cody. And I love how she's calling him out. He's probably sitting there punching the fucking wall over it. Pugs, a poor man's Frenchie. You know what? I'd get a pug next because this dog has cost me an arm and a leg. Luckily, she didn't have the IVDD or whatever. But she did have a nose job, so that's great. She had plastic surgery before me, so it's like always my bit. And then I got an enhancement on the chest area like Christine. Come on, we gotta go over here. We gotta go over here, baby. Yeah, he's like, I feel like hey, I can't believe she's talking about me like that. That's disgusting. That Christine. Like, absolutely fuming. Yeah. Cody is, yeah, they probably have patches all over those goddamn walls. Do you guys think all of Dad Sark still lives in the house? Because, like, they're getting old. Like, I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna try his hardest after his apologies for the season to be like, God damn it, Christine, that fucking bitch. Like, you know what? We need him back on social media. Besides this like special forces bullshit, like we need him to be active again. Oh my God. Thank God it's an ex. Thank God that's your ex that had the same mannerisms because my God. At one point though, I will say I did feel really bad for like Robin. So like maybe she's just like a battered woman, like maybe it's like it's not her fault, but it is. Like I think it is her fault. Like now we've seen her, I'm like, oh, it's kind of you're not a victim here, sweetie. Yeah, more Cody at the YMCA where he's like doing that like ankle workout. Like, what are you training for? Are you training your what is that? Achilles? Is Achilles? Yeah, Mary. Yeah. Okay, Nala, let's go. We got everyone in the chat waiting for us to go back to read. Come on. Hopefully this will like get hopefully like this is like enough of a distraction to be like, oh, she's not reading the book. Like, oh yeah, Canon and D. What are you listening to? Cody, hey, what are you listening to when you're working out in the garage filming yourself? Like a bell. That's like a moment I will never forget. It plays in my head constantly. And like, who the fuck works out to puck a bell? The YMCA is the cheapest gym in Slag. Nice. Well, that kind of surprised me. He seemed like the kind of guy that would like love a lifetime or a lifetime-esque gym. Be like, look how much money I have. I pay $400 a month to work out here. Not for the week. It's not. Yeah, probably Eye of the Tiger. What do you guys think Cody's favorite movie is? Like, let's talk about that. Well, let's Cody's. No, well, let's go. She wants to go by this guy at this restaurant playing this live music. That's not very good, babe. Come on, let's go. Come on. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick her up. She. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Oh, stop. Oh, she's so cute. Okay. Now walk her over to Cody's Cody's favorite is The Shining. What's a really off the wall movie? I don't think when I was gonna say Silence of the Lambs. He likes that movie with J Lo in it. The one where the only like good movie she has where it's like where she like leaves her husband. Oh my god. He probably like will say something like super pretentious though, like that's like a foreign film. He's like, have anyone ever seen Parasite? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You guys are fucking hilarious. Oh my god. And probably what's that one with the with Jesus? What is that called? Home video of himself sleeping with the enemy. Oh my god, I'm fucking dying. Okay, you guys, this is almost over. I promise. Okay. It's turkey time. Passion of the Christ. Yeah, Passion of the Christ would definitely be one of his. Oh, we gotta go this way, baby. Okay, we'll go. Let me try to go poopies over here. Passion of the Christ is substance to me more. Oh, you guys want to hear my theory of who I think Mary should date? I think it's Barry from Plathville.
because he laughs at sex jokes, and so Mary like can't say like boob without fucking losing her goddamn mind. And they have the same sense of humor, but like two it'd be great for like two Bravo lebs, oh my god, TLC lebs to be together. And she's active, she's got Zona, she's out there walking her dog like we are right now, that you can see. Um and yeah, I just think they'd be great together. And like they have the same fucking sense of humor. Okay, Nala, let's go poopies. Come on. It's like, my God, I'm sorry, you guys. This is why I was like, okay, I wish my boyfriend was home, but his ass is gone. So it's great. Sweater weather. Yeah, I'm in Illinois and it's getting a little chilly this week. I think Mary likes women because the way she was so horny. Sorry, shouldn't say that on TikTok. For Robin when they first got together, like that shit was crazy. And she just gets really weird around other women. I don't know. Okay, so now I gotta walk up these stairs. Okay. So we might cut out again here in a couple seconds. We're walking up these fucking stairs. I know I feel like it's Friday today too. 'Cause we got that holiday weekend coming. Okay. We're going inside. And I feel like she faked me out because she didn't. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna connect to the Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay. We are back. We're back home. Are we back? Are we back? Is it freezing? What's going on? What's going on? Okay. You good, baby? I'm sorry. Maybe she needs more food. No, she's good. Okay. Assuming the position, going back all the way down. Okay. So now I'm like fucking sweating. God, I took her up, like a flight of stairs and she it's okay. Okay. Now we back to what you guys knew about my favorite movie. Dining through the Christ. So next time because I know there's a Hallmark movie. You'll watch a Christian movie. Okay. Just take a sip. Bubbly. We'll reset. This audio weird. Yeah.
Better. Is this better? Is it better now? Are we back in business? Okay, it was the AirPod. It was the AirPod. Okay, good. Thank you all for bearing with me. Thank you to the 300 of you that stayed. You are all amazing. I love you all so much. We need to do this more. Perfect. Okay. Let's again, we need Sweat Lovely, not sponsored. Would love it to be. Okay, great. Let's dive right back into this and figure out where we left off. Okay. I mentally walked with you. This is my daughter, so it's like, we gotta do what we gotta do. Fuck! It's not linking up my sound. Let me know if it fixes itself. We are on Wi-Fi now, so that should be good. But let me know. Okay, they are for some people. Okay, good. We'll just keep going. Okay, you guys. How could I forget? We just got lost in the drama of letting Nala out to forget that a young woman, maybe 19, from our church expressed her interest. I liked her a lot, and she had gone about it properly. Cody asked the head of our church, who was my grandpa, if he could court the girl. Respectfully, just as he'd done before dating Mary, Janelle, and me. Did he do it respectfully though? I feel like we've already like came to the conclusion Cody didn't do respectfully with any of them. Like obviously definitely not Robin, but like anyways. Okay, so I can picture my grandpa nodding as he listened, then taking a slow breath. You know, Cody, my grandpa said, I don't think you're taking care of your wives here. Whoa. My mom had told my grandpa that we didn't have any money. I asked her how she could say such a thing. Well, because it's true, she said. Fair. But it caused a problem between my mom and the Cody Brown family for a while. Okay. 19 years old as a child, as Robin Brown tells us, your frontal lobe isn't fully developed. And he was, how old's Cody? Like, Cody was 25 when he married Christine. So 4 years later, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's 29. He's already 10 years older than her. Around. That's crazy. That's disgusting. I was bitching yesterday that we didn't get to talk about, or she didn't mention the other underage girl they were courting before. And now we're doing an almost underage girl. We're on chapter 8 for anyone that's wondering. I know we had a little bit of a brief break, so. Okay, so that's disgusting. So thank God Grandma Annie, the smart one, stepped in, was like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't do this. Great, because you have no fucking money. You're gonna bring another wife in and do what? What are you gonna do? Okay, my mom told my grandpa, okay, life continued as before with a little break. In 1998, I gave birth to Peyton. I don't like Peyton. Do you guys remember that crazy cameo he did for We Love to Hate Everything? The podcast, that show, I got blocked from going live before because I was talking about it because I said that he was a hateful person. And they're like, you're doing hate speech. I'm like, no, it wasn't me, it was Peyton. Anyways, okay. Peyton was my hardest labor. Well, that makes sense. That honestly makes sense. He kept yo-yoing up and, oh my God. Okay, moms in the chat, let me know. He kept yo-yoing up and down and up, which is still what he does. Gross. He vacillates and has a rough time making decisions. Like whether he should come into the world, Cody and the midwife had to press my belly to help push Peyton out. Immediately after he was born, Janelle came in and held him, and he opened his eyes and looked right at her. They have had the closest bond since the first moment. It's probably because, like, Janelle's fucking the best boy mom ever. They had and it was such a cool thing to witness, especially since her sons became his brothers. At our house, he only had sisters. From Sandy, can we talk about how many times these people have moved? I think they're about to move again. This has to be, the 6th time they've moved? And they have so many fucking kids? God. Okay, so they moved from Sandy. We went back to Wyoming in 1998. So they were in Utah. Now we're going back to Wyoming. And that's where I had my most magical moments with the Cody Brown family. Okay, that's a weird way to say it. We lived in a 3-bedroom ranch-style house. How? You now have Logan, Aspen, McKelty, Peyton, Leon, Madison, Garrison. Like, we have 7 kids and we're in a 3-bedroom house, and you wanted another wife. I'm at a loss. But they're babies. Like, they're 2 years old, 3 years old, and you can put toddlers in bunk beds. I'm the mom, but I don't think so. I don't think that's right. My God. Anyways. Okay. The house was small. Okay, so we lived in a 3-bedroom ranch-style house, which meant the kids who were toddlers lived in bedrooms with their mothers. Okay, this makes sense. But how would they fuck? So Cody rotated from room to room. We would wait until the kids were asleep and then try to keep quiet. Oh, this sounds like fun. The house was small. Janelle and I each had a bedroom off the living room by the only bathroom. Mary's bedroom was on the other side of the living room. And while she had one child, hers was the biggest. Of course, Mary Brown had the biggest room. Like, she has one of the biggest houses. When they go to Flagstaff, she has that big ass mansion that she just likes to I don't know, go up and down in the elevator. And like the audacity to be like, you know what, I'll take this room. No, 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 no. Sorry guys, I have to like do this. Okay. Sorry, TikTok makes you like thinks that you're inactive and then you have to do like this little puzzle piece thing. Anyways, what were we talking about? Mary having the biggest fucking room. Like I would feel, does she have no humility? Oh my God. Sorry, I don't want to cough, but my God. I feel like a little Tony in the throat. Okay. How do you not have any humility, like, as a woman, like, looking at your sister wives who have minimum 3 kids apiece, and you're like, Matt, the primary room, I'm gonna take it. Like, just because you're the first wife, that's crazy. Let's see what, sorry, you guys, I'm going fucking off because I think this is crazy. And while we're at it, make sure you're liking the live, following along. I know my 300 people that are stayed here since we went on a little detour together. I love you, and I'm sure you're all following me. Okay. Let's get back to it. So neither Janelle nor I wanted the other to have to share a wall with Mary because she could be difficult. So they volunteered. We volunteered to take the 2 small bedrooms. That meant Janelle and I shared a wall, which was ridiculously awkward because we also shared a husband. But everything was hard, including having to share a tiny kitchen while trying to feed an enormous family. In this tiny space, Mary's rules grew even stricter. I don't care how towels are folded. They go in the drawer and they're folded. In fact, I don't care if they get folded at all, as long as they end up in the drawer. We went through towels so quickly, we barely had time to fold them. I don't care if kids play in the Tupperware cupboard or make a mess. I don't care if they eat all their food on their plates or take 3 bites. You should have consequences for your action. But I'm more casual with my parenting style. When we all live together, Janelle and I, as well as our kids, follow stricter rules to keep the peace with Mary. Okay, that's awesome. So Mary is the asshole here, is what we're learning. So Mary was the one that Cody let lead the house more but fought the most with. Mary is the one that got the biggest bedroom because they didn't want to share a wall with Mary because Mary's probably like, keep it down. Comment Panda to wake up the system, keep it down. She's like screaming, doing her like fucking LuLaRoe lives or whatever bullshit. And then I bet it was Mary that it was the loudest, if you know what I mean. So, anyways. And like, you have one child, and I'm sure she's like trying to overcompensate for not, and like, because you know what, I get it would be pretty hard to struggle with infertility as your other 2 sister wives have baby after baby after baby, and why she took it out on them. But that's not her problem. Or, I'm sorry, that's not Christine's problem. That's not Janelle's fault that they're having, babies. You should talk to your husband, and he should try IVF if you want, but like, which they try later on. And I get why that would make her bitter, but don't be a fucking asshole, Mary. So, you good? Oh, sorry. Make sure Nala has food and water. Okay, great. So, Mary's being a bitch. So, but also because when you have so many people living with you, the kids can't be making messes all the time. Fair. Chaos, I'm sure the kids felt as if they always had someone yelling at them. My bedroom had a queen bed and a bunk bed shoved together in that tiny space. Oh my God, how busted for your kids to grow up like this. In a tiny space. I walked past one day and saw the kids jumping from the top bunk onto my bed. I didn't want to ruin the fun, but I knew if they saw me, I would have to put an end to it. I walked away. That memory still makes me smile. Soon after we got to northern Wyoming, I applied for a job at the Powell Museum. The interviewer asked me about my children. When I talked about Mary's and Janelle's children, I called them my nieces and nephews, but really, they were my children. They were my kids. Hold on, pause. Nala's barking. 1 second. Don't look at my butt. Don't look at my butt. What? Oh, it's over here. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay. I'm back. Nobody call me fat. You're really upset, okay? So her nieces and nephews, great. But they were really my kids, and I describe my sister wives as my sisters. Yes, I have children because I have childcare because my sisters are nearby. And I don't see a problem with this. Thank you, I'm just kidding. Thank you, they're from Target. The interview went well. When I got into my car, I sat there feeling awful about it. I went back inside. I lied to you. I said, I'm sure she was in shock, figuring I was going to tell her I was a felon or I didn't have a visa or something. I'm really sorry. I'm a polygamist. There are 3 wives. We raise our children together. If we're going to be working together, you need to know the truth. Okay, love it. I apologized and told her it's common in our culture because we have so much fear from the outside world, but she was great. We got on so well, and I loved working there more than anywhere else I've worked. I gave tours through the Homesteader Museum in Powell, Wyoming, and sometimes I got to work in the Buffalo Bill Historical Center, which I love. This is totally a Christine job. This is like so on par for her to like be a museum tour guide. Like it's like that's short of being something in like community theater. Like my God. Okay. Anyone have any? You know what? As this is a discussion because this is book club. We're not just reading the book. Anyone have anything to add? Anyone want to share their thoughts and opinions on this? And remember, let's like the live, send whatever you want if you want. If not, if you want to support me in other ways, guys, I have a podcast. Just go subscribe to it. Send it, put it on download, okay? If you want to support me even further than that, head on over to my Patreon. Yeah, I'm going to read the book, but it's book club. All right? We're just chatting. We're talking, too, so. Anyways. And did Cody this past season talk about Buffalo Bill? And, like, he pretended he was Buffalo Bill or something? Or is that, like, a false memory? I don't know. Do we really like Christine? Yeah. Ish. Sometimes she just annoys the fuck out of me. Like, in a nice way. Okay. So she apologized for it's common in our culture. Great. During the 5 years I worked there part-time, my boss never told a soul. The real magic began after a year we moved into the ranch house. When we built Mary a house on the same property, she moved out. Then Janelle moved into a house closer to town. Great, that makes sense. So now they're splitting up. Makes sense. In Wyoming, we added to our family. Janelle had Gabriel a few days before I had Gwendolyn. That's 10 kids if you're keeping count. I hadn't planned to name the baby Gwendolyn, but she gave me no choice. As I was driving home from work, I heard clear out of the blue, Mom, my name is Gwendolyn. Oh, I just got the chills. I went home and told Cody, her name is Gwendolyn. Huh? I don't know how I feel about that. I explained, she told me her name's Gwendolyn, and that was that. When I was pregnant with Gwendolyn, strangers would rub my belly. I don't know why people don't ask if they can do that, but it was almost like Gwendolyn pulled them in. She would move for them, usually when someone touches your stomach. The baby freezes. Gwendolyn would press up right against her hand, just like she does today. Great, love it. All right, she loved being pregnant with her. She liked being fair. So I'd bring things up to Cody. We'd never talked before, and that's what Gwendolyn's like. Okay, so now we're just keep going with the theme. There we go. Gotta clock in here. Theme that she's like her child, every single child when she's pregnant with that child. Great. There was no drama. Okay, so hold on. Let's go back because there was a mention of Gabe. That's what Gwendolyn was like. She needs things to be balanced even as a kid. If she got 2 cookies, then Gabe should get 2 cookies. There's no drama in it. She just wants justice with the blindfolded and the scales. Her birthplace was my absolute favorite. The pain never got that bad. My hips are, as usual, weren't aligned. I need everyone to guess right now. Guess in the chat what Christine played when she was pregnant with Gwendolyn, when giving birth to Gwendolyn. I need you guys to guess. And I will give you a clue. I think, well, you know what? Let me just check. I think it's a musical. My Patreon is Reality with Bad Gal Brie Brie. Reality with Brie Brie. B-R-Y. Canon and D. No, not Canon and D. It's, let me check to see if this is a musical too. No, not Bob Marley. It is both a musical, not Phantom of the Opera. Yes, ABBA. Kay, you were right. It was ABBA. She said, it's just like it's so on par for Christine. It's like, yep, ABBA. Madame Butterfly. I love it. Okay. Who listened to Madame Butterfly on? Was it Seth Marks? Maybe I'm just making this up. Okay, anyways. Turn on ABBA. I said, I got this. They turned on Mamma Mia, and I started lip syncing. This is why I don't like Christine sometimes. Like, this is why I just don't like Christine. Because I'm like, okay, girl, like, be so fucking for real. They turned on ABBA, or they turned on Mamma Mia, and I started lip syncing. I went into transition during the song, crouched on the floor on all fours, and boom, there Gwendolyn just slipped right on out of there. I'm just kidding, that's on the book. But I had her in just 15 minutes, which was amazing. Also, I recently found out through DNA testing, I'm related to Meryl Streep. Okay, T, love that. My God, how long is this? I guess since we had our, like, field trip, this chapter feels for... 10 more pages of this chapter. God. Years later, when Gwendolyn started saying things like, I don't think that's fair, I don't think that's right, I understood. I remembered. Oh, I was like that when I was pregnant with you. That's when I started to start piece things together. I take on traits of my kids when I'm pregnant. After Gwendolyn was born in 2001, Janelle worked a full-time job during the day, so I watched her kids and was the main caregiver in our family. This saved me. Polygamy appealed to me most because of the kids. I wanted my kids to experience having other moms, but also wanted to have friendship with those sister wives and didn't understand how much work would go along with that. When you think about 50% of marriages end in divorce, so what are the chances of building permanent, loving relationships with 3 adults you barely know? It was work, but I was committed. I wanted the family. I just didn't just want the man. Which, like, I get that. I would see why polygamy would be great for, like, the child stuff. But, like, share my man? I don't think so, babe. They were too. We had a lot of good days. As I was figuring out my spot in the family, I realized that I like get-togethers. And I love holidays. I love to play party wife. Okay, great. Thanksgiving was a production. One time... Here we go again. I wonder if... I'm not going to say that out loud, but that kind of fucking hilarious. Okay. Guess what, guys? Christine had a Thanksgiving that had 72 people. We already talked about this. Okay. Crazy, gratitude, not as much about consumerism, pumpkin, everything. I talked to Mary and Janelle about their favorite traditions and food. Mary liked to cook the turkey. We know. And Cody liked her turkey. Is that a euphemism? Cody liked her turkey, so Mary cooked the turkey. He liked her mom's dressing. Oh, I bet he did. I bet he loved Grandma Bonnie's dressing. Loved it a lot. Her potatoes are so good. Okay. Why does that sentence exist in this book? Her potatoes are pretty good too. I think when we're editing, delete, let's get rid of that. The fuck? Okay, holiday foods are so important to us, but maybe more so to Mary than anybody else. She had made specific things for specific holidays, and that was the only time they could be eaten. We couldn't make crab dip for Valentine's Day because it was only for New Year's Eve. Fondue for another holiday. Why? I thought, why can't we have fondue anytime? Tradition. Christine, it's because we have a tradition. Okay. I guess that, oh my God. I was going to say, like, that just, like, solidifies Mary as a Capricorn, but it's just, like, Mary, I feel like Mary's too uptight to be a sister wife. Like, she needs things to go her way and her way only. That makes sense why she's a first wife. Okay. Even now, I make some of those foods for specific holidays because my kids love those traditions so much. For Thanksgiving, I make beautiful rolls. Oh, we know she makes beautiful rolls, and Cody's a monster and just bites the top off of all of her rolls. Okay, one of her favorite ones is Cody's mom teaching her. She swore by certain brands and not to use a wooden spoon. Beat the cover, use electric mixer. Great. Why are we reading this? Why are we writing this? I use an electric mixer. Great. Then we figured out the pies. Pie. Okay, great. Janelle and I started making pies together in Wyoming. We perfected the recipe we called chocolate pie heaven. I'm salivating at the thought of it. Remember when Mary's like, when she was with Robin on like or Instagram Live, she's like, I'm gonna make my pear cheddar pie. Pear cheddar pie. You're putting cheddar cheese on pie? I don't think that goes together. Anyways. It's perfectly rich enough. Whipping cream, I'm not talking about frozen whipped topping. That's an abomination. My German mothers would have my neck. And Janelle made the crust. You know Janelle's not making any homemade pie crust. She's just buying it from the store. But I guess I should read this. The woman excels at homemade pie crust. I cheat and use Pillsbury. In that first house in Wyoming, we had to figure out the oven and what to make ahead of time. There we go. Oh, pear cheddar pie goes really well together. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna try that, but it sounds. I'll trust you on that. Okay. My dad ate apple pie with cheese on top. I don't like that. Babe. It's disgusting. Anyways, so we had to figure out the oven. We started prepping months before. Mary made pretzel salad, jello, cream cheese, pretzel crust. The kids loved it. Could be handled the day before. You guys, why are we talking about this? Why? This is so stupid. Okay, I'm just going to kind of skip past everything they made because this doesn't matter. This is just stupid. The turkey needed to be warmed. Great. As the kids got older, they helped in the kitchen. They still loved making these rolls. One year, I had everyone write down what they were grateful for on a slip of paper, and I baked them inside the rolls. What? 1 year later, I had everyone write what they were grateful for on a slip of paper, and I baked them into the rolls. Okay, that's gross. No one could eat the rolls until they read their slip of paper. My kids say that was the most rubbish year ever. Great. The meal itself, I rarely got a chance to sit down for it all. Okay, we're skipping this because this is just stupid. Okay, they're honoring. She loved Mary and Janelle's company when they cooked together. She always loved that. I love holidays, whatever. December 6th because my German ancestry celebrated St. Nicholas Day. Put candy in the kids' shoes. Okay. 1 year. Okay, I'll read this part. 1 year, Garrison decided to make an elaborate graham cracker train, and he couldn't get it to hold together with frosting. Finally, I pulled out the glue gun. But then you can't eat it, he said. So worried about missing out. So cute. It's okay, I told him. We'll get some graham crackers aside for eating. He made a massive train, and the other kids took their own leaning cottages and wandered at and admired Garrison's project. Whoa, Garrison is the best. From then on, everyone used hot glue guns, and I let them eat the crackers they wanted afterwards. Okay, that's a sweet story. Great. Okay. Here's Cody being a man and having the audacity. You're not relating because it's mom talk. Okay, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not relating because I'm not a mom, but like, I don't think anyone really cares about what food they made. Like, if you guys care about what food and holidays are celebrating, I'll go back and read it, but I just don't think so. We're still in chapter 8. Thank you for this. Great. You're a mom and you think it's boring too, Jacqueline. Thank you. Okay, we do care. We don't care. We do care. We don't care. We don't care. Great. Keep reading. Thank you, guys. Okay, so guess what? Guess what Cody doesn't want to do Christmas. Oh, this is where Cody pretends to be Jewish. We're gonna dial in on this one. For a while, Cody didn't want to do Christmas. His best friend decided to do only the Jewish holidays because he felt that was more pleasing to God. Oh, thanks for this little thing. I don't know what it does, but thank you so much. It's so sweet. I don't know what it is, but thank you. Anyways. And of course, this is remember when Cody's like, my Jew friend? Like, and then he started taking on fucking the Jewish traditions, and he said what prayer did he use that one time with that one weird family? He's like, I'll say it, and they did like Shabbat. It was like, you can't, like, and then when they were in Hawaii, he's like, I'm not fucking eating pork. Oh, now I'll turn on the TV. I'm not eating pork. So we're not doing it. I'm Jewish. Like, what? I don't think that's how that works. Fuck. I accidentally keep turning the TV on. Okay. Anyways, the Jewish holidays. He figured these were the holidays Jesus had. Absolutely, I said. Whatever you want to do, I'll do it. Of course, I'll do Shabbat. There it is, Shabbat. I'll do Hanukkah. I would braid the challah bread. Am I saying that right? Challah bread. And my kids loved that. But more than anything, it was about having everyone together once a week. I hosted Shabbat often. Okay, this is literally Cody being Cody and just being like, you know what, I'm going to be Jewish for a second. I'm going to just be Jewish. Yep, Shabbat Shalom. I'm like, shut up. Like, I feel like that's like offensive to Jewish people. Maybe. Like, yeah, Cody is definitely. Anyways, we stopped doing Easter too. Okay, Cody just gets aside we're not doing Easter for what? Like, why? Cody and Janelle researched it. Okay, here's Janelle. Researched it and determined it was more of a pagan than Christian. That broke my heart. My moms, with their witch hats and cauldron of orange juice on Halloween mornings of my childhood, didn't approve. My other mom, Aunt Susan, worried that the kids would be sad and that said we should replace it with something that would be equally fun. Cody went with Passover. Of course he did. Because why not copy another Jewish tradition? Why not cosplay being Jewish? Makes sense. It's Cody Brown. You guys, this is the longest fucking chapter of my life. I continued to live in the small ranch house where I cooked for, cleaned up after, disciplined, and homeschooled our 10 kids. That's a fuckload. They were a rowdy bunch as they got older. Okay, let's keep. At one point, we had to build an Incan empire in our backyard, complete with canals and homes. Okay. And we're just skipping what the kids used to do because, again, I don't think anybody fucking cares. Podcast, it's called Reality with Bad Gal Brie. And that's just BRY. I knew they weren't getting, okay, so I did my best, but I didn't have much money. So this is, I guess, when she was homeschooling the kids, she tried to do the lessons and keep them focused, and they built this Incan empire in the backyard and do all this bullshit. I did my best, but I didn't have enough money, and I had 10 kids under the age of 13. So while I have fond memories of teaching them, I knew they weren't getting the education that they needed. We played games to teach them math and Latin roots. I feel like we don't even need to do that. But McKelty struggled with reading, and I could see that Garrison and Peyton were falling behind too. It wasn't always ideal because of my work situation. I worked at the museum, spent one evening a week at Walmart, and had a paper route. But it helped me find my place in the family. That is so many jobs for one person. And you're teaching the kids. What? This is crazy. I know we use Latin in science and like plants and shit, but I don't know. I just feel like that might be overkill to teach them Latin. Okay. Okay, so, as an idea with my working situation, helped me find a place in the family. We started to figure out how we could live together. Great. If you think about it, most of us have friends we love to spend small amounts of time with, but who would drive us crazy if we lived in the same bedroom? We started to settle into something more realistic. Another woman, so now we're getting to, another woman started to show interest in Cody, but this time, none of us were interested. Hold on. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was kind of saying, is that I don't think anyone under 13 needs to focus on learning Latin rather than, no, was just sitting in bed screaming, hey, what are you doing? Come on. It's okay. I don't know. No, she's pin your podcast, babe. I don't know how to do that. Can I comment? Okay. And someone just let's see. Oh, I can comment. Okay. Reality with Bad Gal Brie. Send. Pin this comment. Okay. Yay. I did it. It's a podcast. Okay. Come here, beautiful. Oh, okay. Come on. Okay. We got her again. She's locked and loaded. She's usually a very good girl. usually very good. She likes to go a little crazy. Okay, we're going on another field trip really quick. Get her a little bone. Okay. She did come out with a book. This is what this is called book club. We do this, we're on the third day of doing this. Okay. It's Labor Day weekend, so I don't know what this weekend's gonna look like for that. But, okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's finish up the chapter that never ends. Great. We're on chapter 8, and it's the longest chapter. How good is her book? We've had some bits of tea and drama, like, stuff, but not, it's just, we're talking about how, like, her food on Thanksgiving. Okay, so I'm totally wrong. Latin roots are very important. So, take that back. This is why I'm not a teacher. Okay. So, we'll be teaching my kids Latin eventually. Great. So, another woman started to show interest in Cody. But this time, none of us were interested. She and Cody worked in the same town. So, she would get a ride to our house and then have Cody take her to work. She flirted with him constantly. And Cody can be ridiculously flirty too. Yeah. So, yeah. What if they each other? Oh my God. Okay. So now I guess we're going to get some tea. We had to go through what we each made for Thanksgiving to get some drama here. She flirted with Cody constantly. But her flirting with a married guy was not super cool. She was extra. Her mom and dad started hinting at possibilities about a potential courtship. Her dad had 2 wives. Where did your toy just go? They should have known better. Okay. This is just, everything's going awry here. But we'll get through this and see where we end up. Okay. So her mom and dad started hinting at the possibility of courtship. Her dad had 2 wives. They should have known better. And she didn't work on a relationship with Mary, Janelle, and me. She called constantly, and Cody spent a lot of time on the phone with her. Immediately, what are we doing? Why is he entertaining this? Like, this is what he did with Christine. Him and Christine were always on the phone. And when Christine and Cody got married, she's like, I didn't really even know Cody. I didn't really know Mary and Janelle. I didn't even ask him to do anything. Okay, so you did the same thing. This is just what Cody does. Okay, and yeah, they were just secretly dating, basically, and his wives put the kibosh on that. Don't be busy, mother. Okay. So, here we go. She called constantly. I got sick of it. I thought she disrespected our marriages to Cody. I remember I was tired. And I was tired all the time because I was pregnant. Okay, Christine pregnant again. So I took a nap. Look, if she calls again, you need to let me intervene. I told Mary and Janelle, this is ridiculous. She called Janelle. Janelle knocked on my door. Where's the phone? I asked. We gave it to Cody. Seriously? Cody was in the garage working with his brothers. I opened the door and could see he was on the phone, so I roared his name. Picture Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction. Well, or maybe, here we go. A little Ursula and the Little Mermaid. I love Ursula. This is Cody cheating. I'm sorry. You entertaining another woman is you cheating on your wives. If they're not okay with it, you are cheating. If it's making them uncomfortable, cheating. This is beyond disrespectful. I would okay, bye. You have 10 children. What are you doing? And 3 wives. What are you doing? And fuck this bitch. Girls, girl, where? Girls, girl, where? Bye. Okay, here we go. Are you talking to her right now? I said to Cody. Yeah, he said. Give me the phone. I grabbed it. You have made the wrong decision here, I said to the woman. You should have been brown-nosing me. In a plural family, you have to build a relationship with the wives too, and you chose to ignore us, and that is your problem. OT. And you will never get further than this, it is over. You will get your own rides to work. You will not call him anymore. You will not get through me. And then I hung up the phone. My God. That was like the nice way of saying that to this woman. I'm like, are you okay? Yeah, she should have done this to Robin. And then I hung up the phone. When I looked up, Cody's brothers were all standing there with their mouths open because they had never seen that side of me. I'm the fun, happy-go-lucky, everything's peachy wife. But don't cross me. That's not going to work out well for you. I've talked with this woman since and said, yeah, I behaved badly. And she said, yeah, I may have too. You may have. You may have. You were literally flirting with my man. You were flirting with my man. What do you mean you may have? Yeah, the fuck you did. Bitch, like the what? It's on site if I saw the woman. I would be like, oh, sorry. No. Why isn't she saying sorry to me? Anyways. She's happily married now, though. Good. But she dodged a bullet. That's for sure. We focus on raising our kids together as siblings. In our culture, aunt is synonymous with other mom. My other mom was Aunt Susan. As a kid, I didn't understand. We also didn't like mother. Okay. We also didn't want to. Okay. Persecution, even if we wanted to do public. We decided we didn't do that. We also didn't like Mother Mary or Mother Christine. It felt too old-fashioned. Ew, great. Okay, we're skipping some of this because, again, boring. We had each of the kids call us by our first name, so I was mom to my kids and Christine to Mary's, and so on and so forth. Gwen learned to speak before Gabe because she called me mom. He started to do it too. I stopped it immediately, of course, but it was cute. Okay. So she likes raising our kids in this community, which we know. I'm just skipping the things which are like, we know she liked the kids and them calling her mom and what the fuck. Okay. Our kids will learn how to be different kinds of people. Okay. I'd also seen, if I wasn't reading this right now for this and recapping it for the podcast, I'm not reading this. You guys, like, I'm serious. This is just like, it's a lot of just fucking, just nothing. It's a lot of nothing. Okay. I'd also seen beautiful relationships among sister wives. When my grandpa died, my grandmas became close. They'd always been best friends, but that friendship grew after he died. I wanted that sisterhood. Grandpa was brilliant at plural marriage. Each of his wives believed she was his favorite. I asked some of them. They each said they knew the other wives also believed they were my grandpa's favorite. Is this a grandpa with 16 wives? Hope not. He made them feel special, and That's why it's so devastating. Okay, that was a man with 16 wives. So he made each one of them feel like the favorite. Okay, sure. And that's why he was so devastated when they were separated for years. When they found each other again. Great. We're not going to answer. Yes, she is. After being a psycho, she's now, I don't know if you guys can see her. Oh, fuck. I hate when it does that. There she is. Yes, he did get whatever. Okay. Yeah, no, and she had a nose job too. Okay, she got those Frenchy nose job where they like widened her nostrils, and she's still all night long. Yes, and yeah, Christine really is reiterating everything we already know. Okay. Okay, so great. They found each other again. For a while, I felt like Mary Janelle and I might have been headed that way, especially if we kept working on ourselves. Even the kissing got better in Wyoming. But the other women. Why I say that? So what's coming next? Here we go. Even the kissing got better in Wyoming. As a young woman, I was all about practicing. What do you have for your birthday? Cody would ask. Can we go for a drive-in make-out? I asked. Come on, he said. Let's do something different. He didn't want to make out with her. Christine, he doesn't want to kiss you. I'm sorry. I don't even want to say it, but that's just it. And like from the way she kissed David, I wouldn't want to kiss her either. Okay, he was never into that idea. But he was attentive in other ways. When I found I was pregnant with Isabel in 2003, the diamond fell out of my wedding ring. We were on a drive not making out, And I had my hand out the window, and when I pulled it back in, the diamond was gone. Have you ever seen a wedding ring without the stone? It's like a black hole. I was devastated. That's okay, Cody said. Why don't we go and pick a new ring out together? And I think you need a story for this one. Great. Awesome. This is so mean. What is so mean? Cody? I don't know. Anyways. We drove to Billings, Montana, where he often worked for the weekend, and probably with that woman. He was probably with that fucking woman. She told him she wasn't a good kisser. Yeah, 100%. I found out a week before. Okay, great. She picked out a second ring and loved it, and those were happy times. I found out a week before Isabel was born in June, that it was my midwife's 10th. It was only my midwife's 10th birth. That freaked me out completely. Okay, she had one, the one where it was a midwife's first birth. So why would that freak you out? You already went through the one where it was just one. It was just one. Okay, anyways. That completely freaked me out. I talked to Cody about it, and he said, I talked to Cody about the need to focus during her birth. Cody, you cannot talk to the midwife during contractions, I said. As he always was fully engaged, he rubbed my back through the whole thing. But Isabel, she was an awkward looking baby. Oof, I remember thinking, why would this is practically nachos. Yeah, still better than her grandfather being the midwife for Christine. Yeah, that was disgusting. I will never forgive him for that. Horrifying. My boyfriend just call me when you get the word. What word? What word? That's weird. Anyways, this is so mean. Again, this is nacho level mean. What have I given birth to? She looks nothing like me. She looks nothing like Cody. I don't even know who she looks like. Oof. Okay, Isabel's literally the prettiest one. She knows what I thought. And she knows that if she weren't absolutely gorgeous, I would never make fun of what a silly looking baby she was for the first several months of her life. Yeah, you were just like so fucking busted when you first came out. Like, you were so ugly. Haha. Like, haha, but now you're pretty, so it's fine. God. Oh my God. I've heard people say that moms don't know when their kids aren't attractive. I know this to be untrue. When my dad first saw her, she was about 6 months old. She looks just like you, he said. What? Rubbish. I dug up old baby pictures. She looked just like me, and I was a homely baby. I wasn't cute at all. After a few months, she became adorable, the cutest little sass you've ever seen. And we figured we'd go ahead and keep her. Okay, haha. Until she wanted to move in with Mary that one time with fucking Bryannah. She was such a daddy's girl. This is sad. She was such a daddy's girl. She wanted to be with her dad always. Cody was a good dad. Janelle had Savannah in 2004. So we were up to 12 kids while we were in Wyoming. Cody was usually gone during the week for work, but on the weekends. Okay, so now at the top of the page, you guys, now we gotta call these inconsistencies. Okay. Top of the page, so back to the top of this page. Cody says, pregnant with Isabel. We drove to Billings, Montana, where he often worked for a weekend. So him working on the weekends. Now down here, Cody was a good dad. He had Savannah in December of 2004. We were up to 12 kids in Wyoming, while Cody was usually gone during the week for work. Can we have some, like, what is that the shows do, or movie continuity, please, here. This isn't. Okay, I'm taking this thing off because I can't deal with it. Okay. So he was around on the weekends. He'd always do something with the kids. That usually meant yard work, but they also helped Mary build her new house. Of course, Mary's getting a new house. Now we're back to Mary getting a new house. They drove there for the weekend. No, I know, but that's where he said he worked on the weekends. He would work in Billings on the weekends. I don't get it. Okay, so where were we? Okay. Mary's getting a new house. The kids loved being around him. They all had little tool belts just like Dad. He was fun, and I loved to watch him with them. How sad. How the mighty have fallen for Cody. We would pull the weeds in the gardens, then bundle them together for bonfires. We always had one for Garrison's birthday because he was a bit of a pyromaniac, and Cody would let him light the fire. You can only light 3 matches, Janelle would tell Garrison, and you have to do it with an adult. That's funny. As we gathered wood for the bonfire, 6-year-old Garrison would stare at the cupboard where we kept the matches. Finally, we'd get a match for him, and he would take it to Cody, and Cody would let him hold the box and light the fire. It was adorable. He loved the fire. On the weekends, we played. If it snowed, we had a snowball fight, and went sledding. We'd go for drives to Cody's dad's ranch. We tried to set up piñatas a few times, but our kids were just too happily aggressive to be waving sticks around. They're crazy with Red Rover too. Okay. This is what I wanted, I often thought. My mom and I continued to work on our relationship too. She tried to work out her religious beliefs, and it was hard on me when she gave up on religion completely, at least in the organized sense. It felt like she was forever changing her identity, which I wouldn't understand until much later. But she was the best grandma ever. I want Grandma Annie. Like, the fuck? The Grandma Annie seems like the best grandma. And Grandma Cheryl. But I heard Grandma Bonnie's good too. You guys, make sure you're liking the live. Dude, we're at 76,000 likes. That's insane. I think that's the most I've ever had. That's fucking crazy. Thank you guys for all being here and supporting me. Love you all. Great. Grandma Annie. Grandma Annie was the best grandma ever. Whatever. Okay, sorry, I lost my place because I was like fucking just so excited. 77. Fuck, you guys, amazing. Tap that like. Okay, great. At least the organized sense. I felt like she was, but she was the best grandma ever. I realized I wanted her in my life in a big, meaningful way, and things got so much better. We stopped trying to reconcile her not being in my church anymore, and decided to be mother and daughter. I don't know how I would have made it through any of that without her. Just before I married Cody, she married Wayne, the man I'd been so angry about her dating after she left my dad. He was an incredible grandpa to my kids, and I saw both of them, and I saw them differently through my children's eyes. Okay, now things are going downhill for Wayne already, because we just get introduced to Christine liking Wayne. Okay, now maybe I should turn my computer on so you guys have like a little bit better light here. Is that gonna help? A little bit early. Okay. We're almost done with this chapter. We have one more page, and then I'm gonna read chapter 9. It's a bummer. Okay. Great. So Wayne is in the hospital. My sister called me. Wayne's in the hospital. You have to get here. None of us had known he was sick. We don't know what's going on, but you have to say goodbye, my sister said. Cody and I packed up. Cody didn't hesitate, and within an hour, we were on our way to Utah to see him in the hospital. Wayne died a couple days later of undiagnosed cancer. That's fucking sad. Oh my God, 84 likes. You guys are amazing. Thank you. I don't know what this does, but I think it helps with something. So you guys are fucking awesome. Okay. I probably shouldn't be swearing on here either. I don't know. Cody and I packed up, doesn't hesitate. He helped me. Okay, so he died of the undiagnosed cancer. Sad. R.I.P. Wayne. Cody and I packed up. Oh, am I okay? It helped me heal my relationship with my mom. I loved Wyoming. I think we all did, and we found our rhythm here. Things could be tight, but we had a flock of kids, and we did everything together. But just after Gwendolyn was born, 2001, after another argument in the family, Janelle moved with her mom for about 8 months. Which we knew that. Like, I don't know why I'm like, oh, shocked. Like, no, we knew Janelle. Oh, amazing. Yes, it's boosting. Okay, so liking the live boosts the live to get it out to more people. So thank you guys for doing that. Okay, I'll have to keep saying that. Okay, but I don't want to get, I don't know. They did live in Montana, I think. Or no, they didn't. Robin lived in Montana, Cody. So Janelle just left then for 8 months. Great. And that's Janelle's story to tell. But it would never be easy for all of us, including Cody, to manage personalities and jealousy. And sometimes it felt hard to get away from conflicts. And remind me, oh, we're paused. Why am I? Okay, we're back. Janelle, Cody. Oh, Cody. Why did Janelle leave Cody? Oh, fuck. I have my book, my other book right here. And I feel like we could. I don't know. Do you guys know why? I can like start reading this and I'm like silent. Where? Okay. So Janelle left Cody And I think because Mary was mean to her or something, and she's like, fuck this, I can't do it. Oh, no. And she also, so she left Cody, and then she stayed with her mom, and then, yeah, it was a fight because of Mary. Okay, it was a fight because of Mary. Yeah, I know. Okay. And she had a good job. She stayed in Wyoming when they moved to, or they were going to move to Utah, and her dad died, and then she got the big inheritance. And then Cody's like, oh, Janelle, come back, please. Please, Janelle, come back. And then, because I found this big house, and then she ended up buying the house for everybody. That's the only reason they had money. Okay, great. Okay. Oh, if I would have kept reading, we would have gotten to this. Great. Soon after, Cody announced he had gotten a job in Utah. Are you kidding me? I remember saying, there are 14 people in this family, and you're only concerned with one. I thought we would stay in Wyoming for the rest of our lives, but it would be only 5 years. We were so close to his family. We were close to members of our church. I was homeschooling the kids. Sure, we were poor, but we had a big magical garden. We canned and we bottled. We bought food in bulk. We made it work. And I had to move around so much as a child that moving still stresses me out. It causes so many disruptions. School, friends, kids, housing, proximity, everything's a struggle. I'm just trying to create a better life for my family, he said. How is that a better life? I asked. It's not going to be better. It's not going to be a better life. We're getting out of why. Why for Wyoming? Okay, chapter 9. I'll read the first page, but we've been on here for like almost 2 hours now, you guys, okay? And I know we had a little bit of a break with Nala, so, or is everyone okay with just reading? Oh my God, we're at 98,000 likes, you guys, fucking crazy. Okay, let's read the first page of chapter 9 to get excited for next time. After Cody said we would be moving back to Utah, I said I would go under one condition, that all of our kids could go to. Am I okay? Yeah. Oh, sure, we're poor, but we can't. It's like when Robin said, yeah, no, we don't have a lot of money, but we have a lot of faith. We may not have a lot of money to buy these houses in Vegas, but we just have a lot of faith, so it's okay. No. Fuck. Okay, so as we'd be moving, I said we'd go under one condition, that our kids could go to the school our fundamentalist church ran there. I called the school to ask about it, and they countered with, do you have anyone who can teach? Why? Yes, I do. I told them I've been homeschooling our kids for 5 years in Wyoming. Christine, you just said you're not. We are past 100K. Oh my God, thank you guys. You're so sweet, amazing. Got 571 people in the chat. That's fucking insane. Thank you. Okay, so Christine, you just said you're not that good at homeschooling your kids. Oh my God, yes. Oh, Robin, yes. You guys, okay, pause for a break from the book, but I'm going to be recapping where Robin goes, this is not the America I learned about in school, Cody. Like, I barely unpacked this house, Cody. Like, it's just crazy. You're going to move by your stepdad. Why are you crying? Like, this is your idea. This is your choice. Like, we all know, like, every time we move, it's because of Robin. Like, we moved from Wyoming. We moved from Lehigh to Vegas because guess whose dad lived there? Robin's dad. Weird coincidence. Why are we choosing Vegas? Why wouldn't we go back to Wyoming? That would make the most sense, right? No. We're going to Vegas because Mindy with the big old fucking titties lives there so she can watch Robin's kids. Yeah, makes sense. Great. Okay. So if you want to see me recap that'll be out. I'm supposed to record it tonight because it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. And how are you eating dinner yet? I'm supposed to drive to Michigan. I don't know what to do. Anyways, let's go back to the book. Christine thinking that she can teach a school, even though Peyton was behind, so was Gabe. But guess what? She can teach. Great. And we can kind of see that through. Okay. And it's getting dark out. It's very spooky. All right. So they put me in second grade with a team teacher who was brilliant and taught me a lot about teaching second graders. I taught 7 and 8-year-old kids. So much fun. This is perfect for Christine. The car ride home was oddly quiet. I've got something to tell you, said Janelle's son Logan. Sounded like he was about to get in trouble. Okay, I asked. I told someone today that I have 3 moms, he said, sounding confused. But then he said he has 2 moms. I said, oh, look at me, I'm keeping reading. Great. Let's read a couple more pages. I'll just have another fucking kid. It's Office, if anyone knows. Great, let's have a fucking kid. Let's just keep reading. Fuck. Yes, I will do book club tomorrow. It won't be as long because I have work to do. But I will do like maybe like an hour of book club at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, around the same time. Remember to follow me. Follow me, or else you won't get the notifications. I'm not gonna do anything bad, but you won't get the notifications that I'm going live. This is fun. I like love talking to myself, and like I love talking to you guys. I'm an only child, you guys, so like I can just talk by myself. Yeah, no, it would be great to have another person here, right? So anyways, we'll do more when this book is over. Don't worry. Great. Back to the book. Okay. He said, sounding confused, but the other one had 2 moms. Oh, I was relieved. Everyone who goes to this school is from a polygamous family, just like you. Every child in that car breathed, oh, had the same moment. Apparently I had failed to mention that the church school was our church. I didn't know how I was going to explain to McKelty. I didn't know how I was going to explain this to McKelty, Logan said. We've always told them to be honest if people ask questions, but not to blurt out information about our family. Still, it was always a touchy subject, and it was hard for them because they didn't always know how to answer. They were relieved they wouldn't have to work anymore. The school cemented their relationship with one another. They entered the pack as a pack of brothers and sisters. Okay, great. I am Central Time, I'm sorry. This is Central. I'm in Illinois, by Chicago. LDS. Let me text him. You know what? Let me just text him on my computer. Okay, where is he? Hey, sorry, just finishing up on TikTok. You know, a good thing that my boyfriend doesn't have TikTok, so he can't just see like, you know, I really wouldn't care, but yeah, just get embarrassed. Am I muted? Oh, is that better? Froze. Fuck. Is it back? Are we back? Where does this girl some DoorDash? That's so fucking funny. Yeah, guys, I literally eating dinner. My God, I just had a little John. Oh, Cody, I just had a little John from an echoing. No. Maybe should I go somewhere with more light? Hi. Hold on, Nala. Okay, we're gonna turn on the light so y'all can see me. Whoa. Okay. We're gonna finish up book club here. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Why is this happening? Okay, great. Perfect. Some swimsuits that I ordered. Great. And this is my PJ shirt, so no one make fun of me. Okay. Now this feels like very legit. Like I'm reading for my Sunday school class, just like Christine. Great. Okay, I didn't know how I was gonna. Okay, we already talked about McKelty. They were relieved they wouldn't have to worry anymore. The school cemented the relationship. Okay, great. Okay, I taught at the school. Okay, again, more bullshit. More just kids going to school. More stuff that we already know. We already know. Someone give me a fucking drink. Like, someone shake me a espresso martini right now to keep me going. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, this is... Okay, Janelle's come... But... This doesn't make sense with the timeline either, you guys, because as I started teaching school, 2nd grade, found a house in West Jordan. Oh, okay, this makes sense because we didn't get this house. Okay. We found a house in West Jordan, and I loved it. It was 5 stories, really. And for the first 4 months, it was just me and Cody and the kids. Oh. Okay. Oh, 115. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. Woo, woo. Pretending I'm doing a shot. Yay. Okay. So, their house in Lehigh was 5 stories? 5 stories. Girl, what? Okay. Well, it doesn't look like 5 stories to me. It just look like 2 like houses that you make on The Sims. Like literally looks like 2 Sim houses that you just like just put together. I would totally, if I had my other laptop, I would totally make them on The Sims. Okay, let's go. All right. So it was 5 stories. Really. And the first 4 months, it was just Cody and me and the kids. While we were in Wyoming, Janelle lived in her own place near town. She had a steady working job for the state. So this is when Janelle was an accountant. Okay, it was a different house. Okay, great. That makes sense. Janelle was an accountant for Wyoming. Or no, she wasn't an accountant. She did payroll or something like that. But yeah, okay, you guys are right. I'm wrong. Lehigh, West Jordan, not the same. They're renting Cody. I just prayed that I prayed to the renting gods that I could rent, but then like this $1 million mansion, like my little Shira mansion, just fell into my lap, and we just had to buy it. Like I just really wanted to rent like the other ladies, but we just had to buy. I don't know. I just got $1 million house. We just had to buy it. I don't know. That was my impression of Robin when she had to get her rental, and she was like upset that she had to rent something or buy something. Excuse me, and she didn't get a rental in Flagstaff. And that was a really ugly house that they've had for years. So, anyways. Again, the longer we're on live, the more delirious we get. So, back to the 5-bedroom house. Great. Okay. Janelle was in Utah. She likes stability. Okay. She knew her paycheck helped the family afloat, and she worried about finding another job with the same benefits, which is so Janelle coded. She's like, we have finite resources. Okay? And so for Janelle, the move to Utah was disconcerting. Okay, when we moved to Utah, she moved into Mary's house on our property, which we still owned. And she kept her job for another year before moving down. My God, Janelle was not a part of the family for years. We had a few of Janelle's kids with us so they could go to church school, and Janelle wouldn't have to worry about childcare. Mary stayed with her sister's family in Utah for the first few months, but I still watched Leon often when Mary worked. I love so many memories from that time, especially of the time Cody spent with me and our kids. After a few months, Mary moved into our house in West Jordan. We know what's happening there. Well, Janelle remained in Wyoming. While I was teaching, I found out I hadn't taught McKelty to read well. Oh, we're shocked. We're shocked your plig school didn't teach McKelty how to read well. And now you're teaching other kids. Now you're like, guys, I'm a teacher. McKelty can't read. That's great. You know what, though? I'm like McKelty because I also couldn't read well. And here I am reading a book on TikTok Live. Great. My mom had to get me like hooked on phonics and everything. But they told me, I vividly remember they told me I couldn't draw well and I'm not a good reader. Here we are. My first grade teacher could see me now, babe. Check yourself. Okay, anyways. About a year in West Jordan, I think in 2003. So this is even before Savannah's born. This book is all over the goddamn place. This is all over the place. Okay. Janelle decided to move down. I think. In 2003, we bought a big house in Lehigh. Janelle decided to move down after seeing the house. It seemed like a perfect place for us. In the new home, we had our own apartments with separate entrances. I had the basement wife. Mary's apartment was above mine, and Janelle had the east side of the house, so the top and bottom floor. Janelle's kitchen was about 800 square feet. Oh my God. So we had Janelle's kitchen was about 800 square feet, so we could have massive family gatherings there. Sometimes it shows. I know it shows, okay? Maybe I didn't stay on Hooked on Phonics long enough. And I've also been on live for like 2 hours, okay? So don't mean to me, please. I can't take anyone being mean to me. I'm very sensitive. I'm an Aries, okay? I'm sorry. So, is 800 square feet? I guess that is pretty big. You know what? I'm taking that back. 800 square feet is big. That was like the size of my apartment when I was living in the city. Okay, great. Anyways, thank you guys. Okay, great. Janelle's kitchen, 800 square feet. Huge. Awesome. I had 5 kids, Mary had 1, and Janelle had 6. That puts us at 16 people. At that point, I felt necessary both in the community and in my family because I had to help educate the kids. That I feel like that doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's just my bad reading coming back. I don't know. I had moved from teaching second grade to teaching middle school. Gosh, I loved those kids, especially the rebel kids or the struggling kids. Christine would love me. At this point, Christine would be like, oh, honey, let me help you. We'd be in these meetings where everyone would try to figure out problems, blah, blah, blah. These kids need to be heard and they need to be loved. That's all. Those were the golden years. I had a purpose. That would soon change. We're getting to Robin. Something's coming in the chat. Likes for Robin coming in the fucking family. Well, we don't like Robin coming in the family, but it's where the tea's gonna get good. Okay, great. Mary and I were friends for a while. We even worked as counselors at girls' camp together through our church for several years. The two of us won all the skit contests and came up with great things for the girls to do. After a while, she became a camp director because she was that much fun. Mary. We see Mary and just Jen on Instagram. She's not that fun. We don't like me. You guys, Mary laughs at the stupidest fucking shit. Maybe it's good. Maybe, you know what? It's probably great for kids. Okay, anyways. So before she got tip-tap typing away on that computer with Samuel Jacob Cooper. Anyways. But none of us would have chosen to be best friends. Okay, then don't marry each other's husband. And if we had the little things that drove us nuts about each other, wouldn't have mattered if we didn't spend so much time together. We talked as sister wives about the constant self-improvement we did to ensure our relationships with each other remain solid. But in the real world, if you have personality conflict with someone, you probably don't share a house or household or daily and to eternity and beyond. Great. Oh my God, this is getting so boring. Like, guys, I'm just gonna keep going, but this is like, why did she put this in a book? And we are on page 70, and I feel like we have gotten like only like a couple nuggets of like, oh fuck, like that's crazy. I can't believe it. We're gonna keep going. I just needed a little vent sesh real quick. Thank you. I am doing the Lord's work. Thank you, Father. As Lydia Plath would say. Okay, I've also learned after years you have to make time and to develop friendships, just as you do a marriage. Okay, we talked about Janelle and I had a squadron of children between us, and all the sister wives worked. I felt overwhelmed by teaching and volunteering with Sunday school, helping the kids with homework, fitting me and 5 kids into our small apartment, and my marriage to Cody. I didn't have time for a walking club with my sister wives, or to sip wine and paint ceramics, or to create a mini book club. A book club? And they're not sipping wine at that time. I mean, my God, I hope she is. Like, the fuck? Anyways. Oh, we're bringing up Thanksgiving again. Christine's favorite holiday. Okay, great. Would it have mattered? Who knows? Sometimes I miss the camaraderie we had in Wyoming. Even when we were fussing, realizing I didn't have to time out the rolls for our one oven, and that I would have to cook my own things by myself because we all headed to Janelle's big kitchen for Thanksgiving, felt lonely. Soon enough, I told Janelle I would be cooking in her kitchen on Thanksgiving so we could hang out and celebrate the day. Mary would show up later, and it would still feel like old times. Okay, shade to Mary, because she just wanted her own space anyway, which is fine. Even that was short-lived. Oh, okay, sad. Here we go. We're getting a little tea, little milk. Mary said in an interview that she and I did fine as housemates for a while, but our relationship was never went deep. I think that's true, and that's not a dig at either of us. It's hard to find people we click with enough to spend significant time with, and it makes sense that I wasn't automatically going to bond with someone Cody picked, and that Mary and Janelle wouldn't necessarily bond with me either. But I feel like it'd be the opposite. Because if Cody married you, wouldn't he marry another woman that you'd have similar traits with? Wouldn't we think that would be somewhat true? But I guess not. Mary's place on the floor above me was pristine and had lots of breakables. And I felt like she reacted harshly when the kids roughhouse. Oh, are we going to get into when Mary wouldn't let the kids enter through her apartment to get to their house? Okay, here we go. So much. Okay. She reacted. Oh, let's read that again. I felt she reacted harshly when the kids roughhoused. So much, I didn't want my kids around her. Okay, that says a lot without saying a lot. I feel like that's saying giving life to the rumors that Madison said about Mary and McKelty said about Mary. Anyways, at her place, they could count on doing something wrong, and even as she had an abundance of rules for us to follow about folding towers or whatever, she played her country music so loud that we could hear it throughout the house. It didn't matter if a baby was napping or if Janelle and I were trying to get caught up in sleep or spending quiet time with a kid. That fucking bitch. She's like, I'm just gonna play. What's that? What's the fucking country guy? Keith Richards. It's not Keith Richards. I don't even think that's a real person. That's a country star that they say Cody looks like with his hair. What's his name? Not Duncan Keith. Guys, Keith Urban. I knew it was a Keith. I know we had a Keith in there. She's fucking blasting her Keith Urban. She's like, what a girl wants. That's not Keith Urban. What a girl needs. Just like fucking all the way up. And these women are just like, Savannah's trying to nap. Mary's like, I don't give a fuck, Savannah. Fuck that bitch. And just, yeah, I was like, man, I feel like a woman. Just going in, just like fucking dancing all around. Just like, Gabe would enter. She's like, don't fucking break that, Gabriel. And just like kick everyone out. No, I know he doesn't look like him, but that's what they say. That's what they say. And he also thinks he looks like Sammy Hagar. I don't think I've ever seen a picture of Sammy Hagar in my life, but I can probably tell you he doesn't look like Sammy Hagar. Okay, let's get back into Mary being a psychopath. Okay, about 10 years after I married Cody, Mary and I fell out. I didn't trust that she would be kind to me, particularly in front of other people. Oh, this is so Mary. Oh, do we have someone that's being mean? Let's see. Let me go back. Are you... Okay, so we have emotional alchemy. Okay, let's see. Hold on. You are pretty annoying. So are you. Go buy... Block. I'm going to be like Mary. Block. Read the pin post. Blocked. Get out of here. No one's calling me annoying at all. If you do, you're blocked. We're not mean here. Bye-bye. Okay, anyways, get a little power trip. Come up, Panda, to wake up the system. Okay. I'm having a great time. Anyways, this is mean, and this is very... I could see Mary being this person to... Like, she's just like that woman to fucking put you down in front of other people to make you look like shit. Like, I had a friend like this in college, and this was... Okay, we're gonna diverge. I'm gonna tell you a personal story. I had a friend like this, and she was my best friend in college, and like nobody fucking liked her. She was a Mary, if you will. Like, everyone was like, you're friends with her, and I'm like, yeah, no, she's really great. Like, she's really great when it's just her and I. Don't get her around a man though, because if you get her around a man, she's not gonna like... She's just gonna throw you under the bus. But she's really great. Okay, and so and this is like, I went to school in 2016. Okay, and it was like 2016, so it's a peak like darker lipstick. So I bought my Kylie Cosmetics. I'm wearing a blue lipstick, dark blue. Didn't look good. Okay, I did look like a Smurf. And we're at this party, and there's guys there, and like this girl looks at me, and my best friend, she looks at this guy, and she's like, do you like her lipstick, or does she look like a fucking Smurf? What? You're supposed to be my girl. Like, what? Like, because a guy was talking to me and not her, and she just like came up and was like, no, babe, no. So this is exactly who Mary is, trying to put everyone down to make herself feel better because she's hurting inside, because she's not a girl's girl, and she's not to this day. Mary cannot not center men, she just wants Cody's approval, and it shows so badly, and it's so disgusting, and it's so annoying. I'm like, I have always said, and I will always say, that Mary could have the best shit-talking session of her entire life. of her entire life, if she was just like, hey, Mary, hey, Janelle, or excuse me, hey, Christine, hey, Janelle, I'm really sorry. I fucked up. I went to therapy, you know, like whatever. And let's get together and start talking shit about Cody. They could like be so bonded together, and they could have done this back then, but Cody kept them fighting constantly. Yes, Mary's very insecure. And I do believe her fertility issues also had a lot to do with how she treated other people, right? Like, I think she just was really sad within herself that she couldn't have more kids. But then she uses that against everybody later on. And it made it everyone's problem that she couldn't have any kids. So, anyways, that's my 2 cents on Mary. Let me just go through the comments and see what everyone's... Oh, no. You missed a lot. We're getting to ready to leave here. Yes, splish splash. We're all trash. If you know, you know. Yeah, Mary's a rude pick me girl. It's what's my friend. So like, oh, salt. Do not get me started on salty birches. Don't, because they're not funny. And you know what? They don't have their microphones plugged in. The sound is like room sound. No microphones. I have the same microphone I just record my fucking podcast on. You have to plug it in. Lying. Okay, let's get into this. Let's finish up this fucking chapter. Great. Okay. So she said demeaning things about me when she was with her family in front of me. My weight, my intelligence, my parenting skills, we could be laughing and telling stories, but then somehow she'd throw in a painful dart and I'd feel myself deflate. I debated whether to tell this part, particularly because I know we've all changed so much since those early years, but the dynamics of polygamous parenting can feel like a seesaw. And Mary, even with one child to care for, she was the top wife in our polygamy pyramid. Finally, you guys, 2 hours in, 2 hours and 20 minutes in, we are finally getting some fucking tea. This is what we need. I don't care about Thanksgiving, what you've cooked, and your fucking religion that it seems like you're trying to recruit us to at this point. You're just trying to tell us all about the LDS. I don't care. I want to know this. So this is great. Okay. And we saw Mary be like, these are your brothers and sisters, whether you like it or not, on TV on 4th of July Rebellion, I think it was, and be completely nasty to literally everybody. And the kids on TV, like you have a camera crew, this is going to be on TV, and you just embarrass these kids and made them feel like shit when Robin's kids can't fucking get over someone pulling their hair for a second. Okay, let's get into it. Okay. So we followed her rules when she was around to keep the peace, but her rules felt punitive and unfair. I had to make the decision what was best for me and my family within a family, and it changed our relationship forever. One day, the kids went to the store. McKelty, who was about 8, went up to the cash register, and she was maybe 10 cents short. It was little kid stuff. She was probably buying candy. That cashier, who knew us, spotted her a dime. No big deal. But Mary's Leon, who was also just a little kid, maybe 9, told Mary about it. Mary lost her mind. She was mad that McKelty had embarrassed her in front of the cashier. So this is, guys, almost at 150,000 likes. Fucking keep liking that shit. We are getting to why McKelty allegedly called Mary allegedly abusive. We're getting right to it. Let's get to the 150K likes. This is crazy. I can't even believe we have this many people in the chat. We're all popping off. You guys, if you're new here, it's book club. It's book club where we're chatting about Sister Wives, we're chatting about the book. We get into it, okay? Okay, so she yelled at McKelty, who couldn't understand what she had done wrong. I couldn't either. That was the day after a series of too many similar experiences, I ended my friendship with Mary. I had enough, and my mama bear came roaring. Don't talk to my kids, I yelled. I don't want you near them. I don't want you downstairs anymore. Our relationship, done. Whew, fucking tea. And this is probably why later when she, we're at 150,000, 153,000. You guys, amazing. Ooh, take my little shot. Ooh, okay. This is why it would hurt when Christine was trying to like get Mary back in the family. She's like, Madison's birth. And she's like, you bring an energy into the room. So I don't have any sneaky snacks for the book club. I'm about to eat some goodles. Goodles? Those noodles or whatever the fuck? I don't know. After this. Girl, my thumb hurts. You can stop. It's okay. You guys are fucking killing it. 155,000 likes. Crazy. Okay. Take a break. Take a break. So, our relationship is done. Mary brings an energy to the room. Done. I may have been the mediator between Mary and Janelle. I know her courtship with Cody was hard, but it wasn't fair for her to take out her mess on my kids. Okay, wait, I didn't comprehend any of that. Let me just go back. I may have been the mediator between Mary and Janelle, and I had known her relationship with Cody was hard, but it wasn't fair to, okay. It wasn't safe for us. Here we go with the safe thing. And Mary is punching the fucking air here at her home at fucking Lizzie's Heritage, and she's like, oh my, here we go. These allegations are coming out against me now. Like, she's probably real upset with this. Now she's gonna have to do some damage control. And Mary should just write her own fucking book. Mary, write a book. I'd have to read it, and it probably isn't gonna be good. Anyways, okay, so Christine family, not safe. Not safe. It was a bummer. I always had fun with Mary, and I loved hanging out with her, but ultimately I never knew what to expect. We made so many good memories together, but I needed my kids to feel strong, safe, and supported, and not like the rules were always changing on them. It was the right thing for my children. Mary and I continued to get along to take care of the kids and the family, and we still hung out on trip together as sister wives. We were always cordial, and we often had a good time and laughed together, but it was superficial. What about that time she took Mary down? She tackled Mary all the way down. Okay. As far as a heart-to-heart conversation, we only had a few of those through the years. And one of those is when Christine literally went to Mary. She's like, Mary, I know what to do. I'm really struggling. She's like, you just have to change yourself. Like, don't expect Cody to change you. Change yourself. Like, Cody doesn't want you bitching the second he walks in the door. Like, you just have to let it go. Okay, I'm like, that's pretty fucking shitty. I never knew when she would belittle me or be mean to me. I couldn't trust her not to hurt me. Janelle worked, and then she went back to school, so I didn't spend much time with her. When I did, it was often because she had new projects she expected me to help with. But then I'd be angry at her because she hadn't checked with me to make sure I had the time, which added to how overwhelmed I felt. We didn't have a tight bond either. And Cody isn't making this easier for any of them, as we can guess, I'm assuming. And then, we're gonna get in some tea here. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Overwhelmed. This is probably why after she had Truly, they're like, you can stay home. Christine, you get to stay home. You stay in with the kids. You gotta stay home. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Look at the mountain. Christine, just look at the mountain. Remember the angels singing? Look at the mountain. Mary. Okay. Hello, Bryannah. Read. Okay. With Cody, things weren't exactly inspiring. I always had to initiate. In return for sex, Cody required a back massage. Of course he did. He probably required more, like a massage too. Which would turn into a full body massage. He never offered to return the favor. The worst type of man. My ex-boyfriend, who is a narcissist. See in the comments. Narcissist in the comment. We do the same thing to me. I'm like, hey. He's like, you don't have any nuts. He doesn't, you don't need a back massage. I'm a fucking athlete. Okay, but like my back hurts. I don't care. I'm not an athlete. So crazy. Okay, here we go, you guys. It's gonna get good here. Let's lock in. I did ask. I told him I would love, and she's holding the whole fucking fort down. You guys, she's working, she's teaching, she's taking care of the kids, and he's like, you have to run me because I go to sell signs. Remember that one I sold? Remember the fajita cantina that's in our backyard? Yeah, it's just the suitcase rack all over again. It's just a metaphor for he doesn't do shit. I did ask him though. I told him I would love to have my shoulders rubbed. That it would be a big deal for me. It's not a turn on for me, he'd say. Or I'm really tired. I'm already tired. Or I had a hard day at work. That is crazy. That's crazy. It's like classic man. It's like, oh, you just rub me. I actually don't want to now. Sorry. Get to it, bitch. Like the fuck. And I don't care if it's not a turn on for you. My fucking shoulders hurt. Get in. Put your elbow in there. Put some elbow grease. My God. Like at least like scratch. Do something. Like that's so fucked. So I don't think I can say this on TikTok. So we're gonna say the pre-game to Schmacks was for Cody. I'm doing the Lord's work here. I don't know if my sister wives gave Cody massages. We never talked about it, about what happened or didn't in the bedroom. But I felt like I had to give him a massage so he would have with me. I qualified it as the special thing I did. Do we think there was, I don't know, she's definitely going all the way down, if you know what I mean too. But I feel like it'd be very teethy from Christine. And I'm not trying to be mean, I just don't think she knows what she's doing. I spent so many nights in that house crying and yes, jealous and worse, feeling like it was my fault. If I tried harder, our relationship might improve. One night, I told him I felt neglected. I move away from pain and toward pleasure, he told me. Am I pain? Does my pleasure matter at all? You're an idiot, I said, because I couldn't imagine saying something so hurtful to another person. I'm not smart, he said, but I'm honest. Of course he's that person. He's like, sorry it hurts. Sorry it hurts your feelings, but I'm just honest. I'm just an honest guy, so you just get over it. So exactly why I think he would hang out at fucking Mary's house, because he just fight with Mary. There's no kids, nothing there. But I guess he would fight with Mary. So maybe he'd go to Janelle's, because Janelle's like more like, I'm working. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Okay, read that part again. Okay, I'll read that part again. I move away from pain and toward pleasure, he told me. Am I pain? Does my pleasure matter at all? She's saying this in italics, so she's not saying this to Cody. You're an idiot, I said. I couldn't even imagine saying something so hurtful to another person. I'm not smart, he said, but I am honest. Speaking off the cuff is not honesty. You think about the truth. You figure out the truth. You don't spit out the truth. Oh my God. Yeah, he has big emotions. The show, they have a lot, like, the show is a lot. But, like, you know what? I do love going back and rewatching the show, especially now, seeing, especially after this book, my God, seeing, like, how fucked up they are, right? And how, like, where the cracks were already forming. Okay. Everything hurt, but we had children together, and Wyoming had been so beautiful, and my grandpa had joined us for eternity in our wedding ceremony. We were taught to continue to work on ourselves and make ourselves better so we would earn a award in heaven. But it's hard to work on yourself when you feel like you're worth nothing at all. And that ends the chapter, you guys. So, all right. We're at chapter 10. I read a fuckload of chapters tonight. We've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I will read the first paragraph of chapter 10, and then we're going to hop off. Because mom needs to eat, okay? Both my grandpas were... Okay, should we talk about what just happened? Let's talk about what just happened. That... No man is worth that. To be like, you know what? Actually, you're annoying the fuck out of me. I don't want to be around you. You're in a relationship with me. You need to. I'm sorry, but these are my feelings. And it is very reminiscent of Plathville. And if you guys follow me, you know how I feel about Veronica. I don't mind her totally, but I think, like, she just needs a lot of fucking therapy. And Micah's no angel. And just because someone, like, has a lot of emotions doesn't mean, like, they're wrong. What the fuck? And the whole back massage thing, that gave me fucking PTSD, like, flashbacks to when I had to fucking do that for a man that didn't do shit for me either and was cheating on me. Anyways, yeah. And they kept choosing him over themselves, gonna choose the dog, gonna choose the kids eventually, but like he didn't do shit for them because he was a good dad. He's a good dad, quote unquote good dad. Okay, cool. And you do anything else that you're just a good dad? No, you don't. And I bet you're not even that good of a dad because you're gone working all the goddamn time. And you come in like Disney dad, it'd be like, the kids are so excited to see you. And I'm excited to see you and they don't do shit for me. Like, what? Horrible. Horrifying. Okay, I'm gonna read, like I said, I'm gonna read the first. There's probably gonna be nothing because we just did mic drop, right? So both of my grandpas, okay, so chapter 10, the LDS church's bastard children. Both of my grandpas were precinct heads of our church and well known within our community as well as the non-polygamous community. But people didn't know about me or my family's situation. The Cody Brown family lived as openly as possible while trying not to get fired or arrested. Because I worked for the church, I was less worried about getting fired. So I could be outspoken about our situation. All right, I'll just read the first full page. Eventually, someone from Principal Voices, a pro-polygamy group, said, we need Christine. And I became part of a coalition of people from each of the groups that lived in plural marriage. We worked to educate the outside world about what polygamy is like. A representative from each of the polygamous churches, except for the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or the FLDS, would talk to hospitals, universities, police organizations, first responders. They need to understand our culture, so there aren't misunderstandings in emergencies. And I was following in my grandfather's footsteps by speaking up to our communities to keep our communities safe. I talked about what it was like to be a polygamist before we even went public as a family. I loved it. I only used my first name. Okay, great. Boring start to the next chapter. Okay, great, you guys. We are closing the book. We're done reading today. Thank you all for coming to class, coming to book club. We will come back tomorrow. It's going to be a quicker book club tomorrow. I am about to hit 200,000. Let's get 200,000 before we quit the live. Okay? You guys are all so amazing. Are you I didn't record any of this. I'm sorry. I should record my lives. I don't know how to do that. Can someone let me know down in the chat how to record my lives? Because that would make my life so much easier. But I'm going to record this book for my podcast. It's going to be over on my Patreon because I'm scared of getting copyrighted. Because like I said, this is book club. We're not reading this verbatim. No, we're adding our spin. Screen record. I could screen record. We are adding our own spin to this. Okay. We are intellectuals. Like Christine was teaching the young kids. We're teaching our kids. 200, you guys are amazing. Okay. Anything else we want to follow up with this past chapter? Phone's gonna fall. Okay, let's see. Double check before you go. What? Double check what? Have a good night. Thanks for sharing us. The live, when you click, gives you an option. Oh, okay. You can download. Oh. You guys are, thank you. Okay, fantastic. Okay. All right, guys, remember to follow along. More Sister Wives content's always coming out. I'm recording a TikTok for when Robin yeeted that dog, which was great. Well, not great. Don't say that. Don't say that. I didn't mean it was great. It's great for us to ha-ha-hee-hee at, right? And then I'm doing the Fling Lehigh. So head over there. And we'll record the books over here. I'm so happy you guys have all found me. Follow me. Can't wait for tomorrow either. You guys, my 9 to 5 job might be a little bit busy, but I will always post on my story or on TikTok if I can't make it. But I'm going to try to make it tomorrow night around 4 to 5, or excuse me, 5 to 6. We'll do 5 to 6. Okay. Love you all the most. We will see you